Yo, 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 yo. It is Tuesday. We are on our NXT thing. It is me, KingLeoPicasso. What's good? We starting off hot. I see Obafemi is in the ring with none other than Lexus King. It is popping. How's everybody doing on your Tuesdays? RB, what's good, brother? As always, everybody's here. You always the first one in the building, brother. I appreciate that. Obafemi trying to make quick work of Lexus King real quick. Hey, Ballet, what's going on? What's going on, dancer? Lexus King's trying to start out hot. He think he finna take Obafemi down. He didn't even clothesline him. He just grabbed him by the throat and threw him out. That's what type of time we on tonight already, huh? All right. Man, today is a all right day. I'm tired. I've been up editing all day. Trying to get ready to drop this thing for y'all. It's coming out great. All right, Lexus King. He getting better and better every week. She said you need to see his beard. I'm waiting too. I haven't seen to see if he got the fresh cut or not. It looked like he changed it up from last week. I know they ain't having him giving Obafemi any problems. Come on, Oba. He might lose because he ain't Oh yeah, Ballet. I gotta keep it moving. It's some good stuff coming along. You know what I mean? That's coming with it right now. I'm trying to make sure that we stay moving, getting things done, and just trying to stay active and get better and better at every time at it. I know you ain't gonna let them slap you like that on we need somebody to hold it down for Black History Month. Obafemi gotta hold it down for us. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he ain't like that. Yeah, he must have heard me. He must have heard me in his head. Like, wait a minute, it's Black History Month. Uh-oh. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he didn't even have to do him like that. This looks like it's over. Oh, yeah, it's a wrap. That's Rap City. Just go ahead and pin him, dog. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, get him up out of here. Okay, they say RB said check out hashtag truth. He a YouTuber and he interviewed Will Hobbs before he got signed with AEW. Okay, I'll definitely do that. It's a lot of people on stream mode right now too. I've been watching Get to It. Ballet said I'm still tired from that long ass live stream with Leon Tati on Saturday. Hey, look, man. We be trying to get to it. And look, tomorrow's Dynamite. It's wrestling every day. Imagine how I'm gonna feel on Saturday. We got hold on, what they talking about? I can't see her being good for too long. JC Jane ain't finna be good, but she's like still bad. Look at old girl in the back. Why she back there ear hustling like that? Look at her. Why she ear hustling like that? She got on a prom. That's her prom. She got the prom queen. Miss NXT. She wilding. Yeah, they need to do something with Powerhouse. I agree with at the same time. They let them go. Otherwise he gonna be over here in NXT soon. Do we think Mandy Rose will return? I don't know. She said she just made 55K off one person on her on one of her little like what is it, a fan site or whatever it is, whichever one Tyga owns. I think she's on now. Okay. Oh, the Wolf Dogs. They might as well go ahead and get them chips up tonight. But yeah, Mandy Rose making bread right now. Like she getting to the money. Her OnlyFans and her fan site page. She getting to the big money. So I don't know if she'll be trying to make her way back or not. And speaking of Mandy Rose, she get he's man crazy. Yeah. I want to meet the person who spent the 55,000. Yo, she said herself was like, yeah, they was asking her like, man, who gave you the 55? She was like, man, look, she was happy for it. She's, I guess he spread it out over a few videos. I hope it ain't that one dude that did it that got clowned for it. I guess old girl, he still wouldn't mess with old girl. He kept stalking all their pages. Good Lord, that's a lot of money for one stream. All right. Yeah, one of them, when they start spending money like that, they be on some stalker stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like, he'd be like that. George Kick, man, stop showing the Niners. Bro, is this like the agate? Why they torturing me? The NFL character playbook has helped more than 2 million. Character playbook. Your skull. What? They torturing me showing the Niners right now. You know what I mean? I'm like the rest of the bloodline, man. We should have won that game. They did us dirty with that. Deal or no deal island. Okay, so we getting the same commercials as yesterday. Hopefully, we don't have as many breaks as yesterday. Hopefully, Shawn Michaels is like ain't going for it, but we'll see. Yeah, so it'll be it's gonna be fun, man. I'm waiting. I didn't even check my emails to see if I got emailed again, but hopefully I did, and hopefully they back. It's a certain specific email I'm waiting on to come back, and then once it's official, then I can let y'all know what's popping. But I am definitely out here in these streets working. I had to do a reshoot today just for the content that I've been making. Yeah, it's that content is it's coming out fire, but I had to do a reshoot today because I had, I'm a perfectionist and it takes a minute to just keep making sure everything comes out right. I don't want nothing coming out wrong as I make this stuff. But I gotta hurry up because if I don't, then I'll be behind when it's time to shoot the next joint. Do I think I made a mistake putting King and Craig Marduk together as a tag team? Absolutely not, man. Man, that's a cold team right there too. Man, you making me want to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken right now or Tekken Tag. I haven't played Tekken Tag in a minute. And I do still have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That's like one of my favorite games of all time. You know what? I got like I probably have like 5 YouTube channels, but I'm only using this one right now. It's not a YouTube channel, it's something else. It's wrestling related though. So I'm you know what I mean? I can't talk about it yet because it's you know, it ain't official, but yeah, it's wrestling related. And as soon as I know for sure that you know whatever happens is going to happen and such and so forth, I'm gonna keep creating this content. Definitely finna hit some of these indie shows up though and go and watch that are out here. It's so many that's popping up. I do want to go to a WOW show. Oh, you say you saved a photo of Oscar to your phone? Yeah, Oscar was that is I love that picture so much. I have more too. I got like I'm gonna post them. I got like Samantha Irvin when she was looking down at the ring. I got some pictures from inside of there. That's why WrestleMania 39 means so much. I had so much fun. And I'm this close to hitting 40. I just got to figure out what I need to do. I don't understand why they still airing this match. When you missed the match right here. Like, keep stay back here. I need Lyra or somebody to turn bad. Old girl right here is crazy. I wonder if that's how they gonna have the swerve come. Poor Shotzi, man. They gonna still show this match. I guess they didn't. She wanted to still show the match. Braun Breaker, just turn on him and give him the belt. I remember when I first started watching NXT and Baron was the lone wolf. He was that dude. Look at him. Why he hit the main roster and got on all that tannin spray? Oh, they showing they got the Dusty Cup in the ring. So they got the Dusty Cup and they got the tag titles. I need a new NWO hoodie too. LeBron Breaker. They saying they want him to fight Gunther now, since they trying to erase your boy from history. They both went and bought the heeled boots. What they doing? That's the wave. I remember I used to look at my dad's heel when he had his heel boots in the closet in the 80s. I used to be like, bro, what are you doing with these, bro? He used to shine them up too, put the little shoe shiner. Did anybody have those uncles that used to put Vaseline on their dress shoes? The Spear of Days. Look at the crowd. A lot of people was wondering where Baron was. Let me see. Don't get me started on that dang on Jimmy. Oh man, yeah, Jimmy got everybody heated still. Uh-oh, Chase you. He got the Heritage Cup with him. I'm glad they kept that around. They better not lose to Chase you. Do Andre Chase got on the sevens? Yeah, he do. Those are mids though. Oh, he got the mids on. Oh no, they high tops. I was finna say he got the mids on. He going I'm turning. I was ready to turn the channel if he had on the mids. What up, Tiff? Thank you for coming through. We sitting here watching NXT on USA. Oh, here we go. Axiom coming out with they about to have a tag team, some kind of tag team turmoil match, man. Come on. Nathan Frazier and Axiom. I don't want to see them win nothing. Oh, they want a rematch. Do I ever see Ric Flair drip walk out of Tony Khan comedy show? No. I'd kill Tony comedy show. No, I didn't see it. I'm gonna check it out though. To save the wrestling business. Bro, y'all can't nobody in NXT really for real beat this team. None of the tag teams down there that I see, unless it's some of them other young boys. Baron Corbin is funny. Yeah, I have been thinking of interviewing some wrestlers. There's some quite a few people I want to interview actually. I'm owed an interview from a few years ago from Fred Rosser. I do want to interview him. I had some, you know what I mean, just some questions about when he left WWE. I talked to him in 2019 at a remember I was telling you guys yesterday about that cannabis party I went to that was on a rooftop. At that party I met Fred Rosser. Let's see if Ava's getting her mic skills up. She better step it up since her daddy back. She's starting to dress different too. She got Thug Life tatted on her chest now, or what? I knew they was putting the titles on the line. Oh, they making them fight for the rights for the titles. Oh, they go Roxanne. So yeah, on let's see what Roxanne talking about. Then I'll finish the story about the rooftop party, and then I'll post a picture as well too. I'll put it in the on the YouTube channel. Be alarmed. I'm like 200 pounds heavier at the time, but She is upset. She said, "Oh, them spots being handed to the main roster. Oh, she is hot." Oh, Roxanne is on her way out to the ring. She about to come back out and get it popping. She's mad. This is like Sean's golden girl right here. Her jewelry was definitely jurying. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, the weight loss journey was it was a long one, but it was definitely needed. Um yeah, so the rooftop party, I'm like walking around and you know what I mean, I'm doing my thing, I'm smoking or whatever, hanging out. So I look out the corner and I see I look and I'm like looking, I'm like, yo, is that I'm like, nah. And then I'm like, is that Darren Young, bro? And so I walk up to him, I'm like, yo, you Darren Young, right? He was like, yeah. So he's already drunk and he'd been smoking a little bit at the time, right? Because I don't think he was really wrestling. So we start chopping up. I asked him, you know what I mean? I just start talking to him normally. Actually, I had on the hoodie I had on yesterday, matter of fact. When I was at that party, I had just had it made. So I was talking to him. We was just and then I started talking to him about his exit. So it was actually yeah, it was because it was around the time that it was AEW had already started. So I was asking him like, yo, you gonna join AEW? He said he would, but it was a thing of that he couldn't. I don't even want to get into specifics, but let's just say he showed me his DMs of him trying to get into the company and just think, you know what I mean, and like how they just kind of played him. He got played in that sense. I'm not gonna say who played him. I ain't saying nothing. All I'm gonna say is that he was kind of upset, and this is why he wasn't in AEW. But as now he's in he's been down in ROH. But yeah, at that point, I guess I was like, yo, you know what I mean? It was, you know what I mean? They say they diversified and everything. Like I was just asking. I'm like, well, they say they diversified. Why don't you go over there? He was just like, man, it's just the politics of it. I don't know if he, you know what I mean, if it was Tony Khan or whatever the case may be. But he did show me some he spilled a lot of tea in that conversation. I was like, oh man. And so, in support, because you know what I mean, he did have his title, his LGBTQ title. You know what I mean, definitely it was one of those moments where it's like, well, I mean, I support him in his movement, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, I support the community, I'm an ally to the community or whatever. So you know what I mean, he was like, yo, you know what I mean, he was like, yo, you gonna take a picture, you gotta hold the title. I was like, all right. So I held up his title. If you remember, he had the his LGBTQ title. So I held it up in the picture. You know what I mean? I ain't got no shame in it. You know what I mean? As an ally to their community, I was cool with it. It was whatever. But at that moment, I asked him, I said, at some point, can I have an interview? And he said, yeah, you can interview me. And that was the first time I ever thought about interviewing a wrestler. So, and I wasn't even doing this. I was doing music at the time. So I'm gonna reach out to him and I'm gonna send him that picture and tell him that you remember you told me you would give me an interview, and that'll probably be one of the first people. I'm hoping to interview AJ Francis while he's on his run. I'm gonna bring some people over. Like I do communicate with a few wrestlers. Like I said, I'm gonna reach out to R-Truth. I'm gonna reach out to a lot of different wrestlers. Anybody that'll definitely have me. Some of the people over that do wrestle at I Say Wrestling. I forgot in that show that the infantry was there. Like they had a lot of AEW people there. So I know Tony does support the Ashe Wrestling as well. Oh yeah, you Knuckles Chaotix. Now I haven't played Knuckles Chaotix, and that's crazy because I'm a Knuckles fan. Like Sonic and Knuckles is like one of my favorite games. Knuckles is my favorite character out of the Sonic series. Like, and I don't know why. I haven't even watched Sonic 2 yet, and he's in that. And then his series is finna start. So, it's a good chance for me to start watching it and catching up. I wish I can play a lot of my Switch games online, but it'd just be too hard to hook up to play those. Who is Ren Sinclair? She looks super average. She looked like old boy we watched on Ring of Honor last week that had the New York colors on. She must be from New York. She got the Nick colors on too. Like she got on some Uptowns too. Let me see. What's she wearing? Roxanne is mad. Yeah, yeah. If only they kept Darren Young with CM Punk on that Straight Edge Society. Yeah, they should have kept Darren Young in wrestling. Period. I think the issue was that he announced himself coming out, and you know how it is backstage, man, and stuff like that. Like soon after, like it didn't take long. They had the titles for a second, and if he wouldn't announce it on TMZ and beforehand or talk to them first, you know how Vince and them is in the back. Like he probably would have had a better chance to stand around. I think that's what did it, because when I saw it on TMZ, it wasn't like it was too shocking. It was just shocking in the sense of, yo, like I wonder what WWE is gonna say. Let me see. I'm gonna go back up and check out the Jey Uso. Jey Uso is like Michael Corleone. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in on everything. Jey Uso is not going back just yet. If they put him back in the bloodline, man, or they try to like beat him into submission into the bloodline, that would be crazy. But I could see it though. I need to watch it back. They should have kept Mighty Vector, SBO, and Charmy with Knuckles instead of putting Knuckles with Sonic. You know what though? They have I think they put some of the chaotics in the what is this? One of the Sonic, I don't know, not Sonic Forces, one of the newer Sonic games. I know my son was playing it, and they added a lot of the kids back. We ain't letting you go, Oos. Is that what he told him last night on Raw, Dancer? They about to have that brother versus brother match. Hopefully it's as good as Brett versus Owen. That's what I'm hoping. She must be grabbing old girl head hard. I see her. Oh, all right, Roxanne. She trying to take her out. I like this angry Roxanne right now. The fans ain't supposed to be cheering for her like that though. Yeah. She taking old girl to school. This is why I like in the developmental, man. I love NXT. She said no. I can imagine saying that to Jay. He probably will say it. Give him some ideas. That sounds like a video. I need to edit that, man. Like I used to do like a whole bunch of video edits and stuff like that. I do a lot on my TikTok. Like if you guys ever go over to my TikTok and look up No Dirt Sheets, like you could see some of the ones I did. Universal Music took off a lot of they took all of their stuff off of all of their music off TikTok. So they like ruined a whole bunch of my videos. I got this video. I had like a timeline of just older videos where you could see like Jimmy being jealous of Jay, and and it was Roman talking to him like, yo, how could you do that to your brother? And I had ended the role playing, and it was like one of the first videos that took off for me from like, you know what I mean, just on TikTok. Okay. Canadian Destroyer, give it to her. Let's go. Oh, Roxanne finna put her this crossface. It's a wrap. Yeah. Stomp her out afterwards. Let's keep it going. She mad. Snatch your hand back. Turn heel. Go all the way. Roxanne was impressed with Seth's polka dot shirt from last night. Yes, she was. I added it to one of my new video edits that I'm working on right now too. Imagine if Sega bought King from Namco and put King in Sonic. Man, look, King is he's that guy. You about to have me buy Tekken 8 at some point. Do you play Tekken 8? We belong together. Yeah. On everything, ballet. Like it was the way it played in the background. It was like that's why the video did so good. Like the video is still there, but I don't think it has any sound. It was only because like whatever Universal is doing with their music and taking it off of TikTok, they took it off and it almost gave me a copyright strikes because they were like, oh, well, you know, the music is copyrighted or blah, blah, blah. Your sound had to be muted. But it was one of my funniest videos. But yeah, they added in Tekken 8, somebody turned Brian Fury into Cody Rhodes, and then they made like a edit with Cody with him going off, and he had the jacket and everything with the hair. 2024 Paris, 2028 LA. I cannot wait. It will be in the city of Inglewood. My people's plan on going. I cannot wait. I'm trying to get in there to do some hopefully hopefully we'll be a lot further in the press game, you know what I mean? By then we'll probably have another, like, the community built up so big between all of us with DJ and Tati and myself, and that's my goal at least for the next few years. And just build it up. Definitely everybody that's here first. Y'all all get to come and you know what I mean, have a special seat at the table, you know what I mean? Anybody that's here rocking in the beginning, because I want to find a way to make sure that all of the people that were here first are highlighted, you know what I'm saying? And y'all have that special access where y'all don't have to do that like how everybody else is finna do it. Harvey says, I don't have a PS5 yet, but I'm thinking of buying a PS5 just for Tekken. If you don't get the PS5, I suggest getting the I suggest getting the Xbox Series S or X. The Series S is real good. You only need the X if you have one of those, like if you have a TV that's like from the theater section of Best Buy that's running at 120. But I mean, you can run most of the same games on the Series S if you just want to get in just so you can play now. But I mean, you know, they're about to launch a PS5 Pro. So if you do get a PS5, just wait until later on this year because they're launching a Pro later on at the end, like towards the year. Plus, PlayStation, I don't even trust them. They said that they are coming to the end of their system's life cycle list, which seems like they're about to put out another system in the next year. And I know that they said 2027 was going to be the next when the PlayStation 6 drops. Although we're in 24, that's 3 years away, but I think they might be coming with it a lot sooner. I know Switch is dropping theirs at the top of next year. Did you ever watch Tekken Blood Vengeance by any chance? No, you know what? I don't think I've seen that one. I own one of the other movies, but I haven't seen Blood Vengeance yet. A 44-year time difference. We watched the 84 Olympics. Man, I was I was 4 at that age. So yeah, it's so crazy that it took so long for it to come back. I always wanted the Olympics to come back. And you know what happened was we got outbid by who was it? I think Saudi Arabia took it. It wasn't even supposed to go there. It was supposed to be here, but Saudi Arabia took it. Okay, so Thursday they're having a press event. So I guess one of us will go live for the press event for that. Look, still no Bailey. Still no Bailey. But is Bailey going to Perth? Uh-oh, they go Lash. Look at her. And Jakara, they looking good. Metaphor, look at Noam Dar. Got the Heritage Cup sitting back there. Oh, here they come. Is it one on the live action Tekken? Oh yeah, I do want to see I know I seen I don't know if I watched any live action. I think I seen a couple of the animes though, but I do want to see the live action Tekken movie though. I think I will watch it though. I'll probably check it out. Is it streaming on anything? Yeah, ballet. I was young too. Like I said, I was 4 years old. I was like I said, I just remember going outside, looking up in the air and seeing the fireworks. Yeah. Hey, what up, Mr. All Days Off? Yeah, another press event. So hopefully we will see what happens at that joint. Josh Bridges. Why he walking out like that? It's a big dude. He's just coming out with a leather vest. He got to find that personality within himself, brother. They gave him like look at his font. His font looked like a monster font, but he looked too happy to look in the ring, man. He got one chain on in the back. Like, come on, bro. Add some more to it. Oh yeah, it's gonna take him a little while to get there, man. To me, Brooks Jensen had to heal from the falling, and they haven't been able to move on a little. Okay, he got a little intense look, but he gonna have to get a little miss. Okay, here come Brooks Johnson or Brooks Jensen rather. Mr. All Days Off. I'm waiting for him to drop one of them. Like I know he's gonna have us laughing here with something. I don't know if one for the live action Tekken is streaming on anything. The first live action was okay, but the second one was horrible. They just had Kazuya wake up and not remember his own name. Yeah, see, they wilding. Brooks Jensen, he looked like he is straight out of the 80s with that mustache and mullet. Let's see what dude can do though. He get knocked out by Jensen. Come on, man. Big boot to the face. Wow, okay. Big shoulder block. He got that chain on. He should have took that chain off while he was wrestling, though. I see Brooks Jensen is trying to get his 1985 Adam Page 1985 mustache. Yeah, he is. He said he looking like Brad Armstrong on everything he is. That was super with the Brad Armstrong. Look, oh, big chops. Nice bulldog into the drop kick. Yeah. I do not want to get drop kicked in no cowboy boots, man. Like, get your ass out there. Yeah, they said I saw Matt Hardy said she Valet said she got Knight Rider vibes. I feel it. All I hear is kid. Your mustache is thick, Brooks. Pause. Remember Chuck Palumbo's biker gimmick? Maybe that's what he was going for. Josh Bridges. Oh man, Chuck Palumbo, Billy and Chuck. He got that Bart. He got that Bart Gunn smoking guns look. Maybe Shawn Michaels told him to look like one of the smoking guns. Yo, he should just have him come out with the two pistols and shoot in the air. Oh my god, the smoking guns, yo. Bart Gunn ain't been seen since Butterbean knocked him out. Bro, them boots is wild. They giving us picture in picture. We didn't even get no picture in picture last night. Oh, then they just gonna go away from the picture in picture. You know what? I'm getting sick of USA. Bring back Sunny to manage them after she does 15 years in prison. No, I don't know, man. She don't look like she coming out of prison. She look comfortable in prison. Usually people be they'll lose weight as soon as they hit prison. She gained a lot of weight while she been in there, man. She probably in there taking everybody commissary and shit. Like she ain't got no fear in prison. She making herself very comfortable. And we know she a freak. She probably got her room lit up. Everybody bringing her back nice commissary. I know she got cable. You know what I mean? She probably got her cable box in that thing. One of my friends, when he was doing time, I would talk to him a lot. And I wasn't really watching wrestling a lot at the time. He was calling me like, "Hey man, you seen Raw?" I'm like, "Nah." He like, "Yeah, man, it was cracking." I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" Like, he said, "Yeah, I got cable in my room." He said, "Yeah, I got the cable. I got the TV and with the cable in my room, bro. I be over here watching Raw and SmackDown and all that." He was more up on wrestling than I was at the time. I was doing so much music. He drew me back into it. I was like, "Damn, all right." So then he would call me, you know what I mean, and we would just chop up wrestling and like that. He jump off when he hear the guards like, "Yo, I gotta go. They doing count." Now, allegedly, I don't know how he got that thing in there or who he was borrowing it from, but yeah, we'd be on the phone for a couple hours talking, just watching wrestling. Like, you know what I mean? They might as well let some of these guys just go ahead and have a phone, just monitor their calls. Telling wrestling stories to everybody on everything. You finally notice how Raw got more of a black color background and just a red logo, red Raw logo. You didn't notice it before. I didn't notice it, you know what I mean, until I started seeing it yesterday. It's a lot changing. I mean, you know, I'm accepting to a lot of the different changes they have into definitely with all of the production. That's why I see like they start, instead of just saying SmackDown, they added the Friday night SmackDown back to it. I'm glad it didn't say SmackDown Live, but I see they making little subtle changes here and there. What did you think of Raw in general yesterday? I was pissed off. I wanted Jey Uso to win that belt so bad. I just felt the stakes would have been better as a whole if he would have had the Intercontinental Championship, and then on top of it, Gunther can't travel. Not to say he's not box office, but at the same time, like he can't go anywhere. Every time they go overseas to one of these things, I know people want to see Gunther, but he has to wait 6 months. So I don't know how many months he has left. It should be about maybe 2 to 3 months left before he's able to travel again. But that 6 months non-traveling is brutal. Like, I know the people overseas want to see him wrestle. But at the end of the day, I got to see him live, and I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna post that picture too. I got a lot of pictures. I really want to post a video that I got of him power bombing Sheamus on top of Drew at WrestleMania. And neither one of them were very happy. Like, I wish I would have taped them walking up the ramp. Drew, you could just tell like he wasn't very happy with his place in the company at that time. Oh, he missed it. Uh-oh. Brooks Jensen. Yeah, no, don't. Yeah. Break him off of that. What is that? That was a nice move. Is he all right? He said stop. He calling for something. Yeah, man. Beat on him, man, for wearing the smoking gun outfit. He sure did had a hookup, man. He was right in there. Pops was a shot caller. Raw was absolutely crazy last night. Like, I enjoyed the whole show. Like I said, I just didn't enjoy the ending. I really wanted Jey Uso to win that title. Like, I'm tired of him not holding no gold, but the tag team titles. I don't want to see them not give him a title run. Even if it's the US championship, I don't care what it is. I really think he should have the Intercontinental, but if it's going to be one of those titles, like, he's main event Jey Uso, let him win the main event at some point. Since WrestleMania is 2 nights, they figure Jimmy and Jay doesn't need a title for their match, and Gunther defending the IC title is another match. But yeah, but it's like, who's really my thing with that is like, who you gonna have face him for the title? I really don't want to see Braun Breaker just come in off top and win that title. It needs to be somebody that deserves it. I mean, other than that, maybe they probably will go back to Chad Gable, since they wrapped up their whole feud with the Viking Raiders, you know what I mean? So that's the only other exception I'll give, is if they give it to Dollar Tree Kurt Angle. Maybe 2 Black Suns. Oh, I see. You agree? Yeah, like, they just deserve it, man. It's just, you know what I mean? He deserves it. It's just, it would have been better stakes for Jimmy and Jay to fight over the Intercontinental title, and maybe even give Jay Uso a win at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? But we never know what's gonna happen with The Rock and at WrestleMania, which we all know what's more than likely gonna happen. Look, man, look, you can't just drop kick people in cowboy boots, bro. He got straps on the side and all that. He might as well go ahead and cut that hair off. He looked like he wears Stetson cologne and Old Spice to the ring. Bow! Yeah, big boot. Let's go. Finish him, man. Finish it. Pause. Big choke slam coming up. Oh, boom. Oh, okay. Oh, so now he's undefeatable. Look, yeah, look, look at it. Look, he bleeding from them cowboy boots, man. I said he gave him a receipt with that choke slam. Uh-oh, hold on. My bad, I got you. My guy Michael Chandler was on Raw. He and his wife adopted a black son, maybe 2 black sons. Oh, they out here with the Madonna treatment with the adopting the black kids. I saw Michael Chandler last night on Raw. He demanded a match with McGregor. Yeah, I saw that too. Somebody was asking, who was that asked what was wrong with his ear? And somebody said something about his ear. I think online. I think it was Gresh from Twitter. Ooh, that's it. Oh, he kicked out. These two look like they should just be tagging together the way they wear their clothes. Back body drop. Okay. Into a roll up pin. Oh, he just socked him right in his face. All right. Someone said Endeavor owns WWE, UFC, and some bullfighting company. That's why they were on Raw. Yeah. Okay. So this is what happened. If you, I don't know if you noticed, what is it? UFC was on Sunday. Oh, big clothesline. Let's go. That was like a JBL clothesline from hell. Is it 2 and 3? Yes. Clothesline from hell. Oh, he's still not done with him. Look, he got grabbing him by his hair. Oh, he hugged him. All right. So they must be homies. Kissed him on his head. He kissed all that blood in his hair. Brooks and Briggs did this for you. I love you. With that say, that was that second lariat. Yeah. Son is bleeding. He got blood all in his hair now. Yeah, that's what he was saying. They was talking about the what's his name? Gresh was talking about his cauliflower ear. Oh, I hope he's all right. He holding his shoulder. They showed Bianca and Montez in a crowd at UFC event Saturday night. They got no pop. LOL. They didn't. But Chuck Liddell. Oh, you say, but Chuck Liddell did. All right, so this is what happened. Look at your boy. Look. Oh, Dijak still got him hemmed up. Joe Gacy looked right at home inside of that straight jacket. Oh, Dijak finna torturing. He said there is no decency in you. What is Dijak doing? They finna rebuild Joe Gacy. I like this. NXT is lit, man. What is he drawing? Oh, he drew a happy face. With his nose, Dijak is smiling like he like it. Oh, he might team up with him after he beats him in a submission. Who was that? We were wondering why the championship bull rider was announced last night. Okay. I wouldn't mind if Connor cutting a promo at WrestleMania 40 on Chandler to build up a UFC match. Yeah, we haven't had one of those UFC matches in WWE since who was it? It was Ken Shamrock and Dan Severn. Y'all remember that match? Nah, they watch wrestling. All right, so this is what it is. UFC had an event on I believe it was Sunday, and they were Montez and them were there, and then on Monday they had another one. So they're crossing over and they're doing like meet and greets with the fans. So they were there. They did like a meet and greet in the back with Montez and Bianca at the UFC event for the fans. They got to buy whoever were in the suite, and they got the Montez and then went by the suite. And so on Monday they did the same thing for Raw, and I guess they had the UFC guys there, so they did the meet and greet. So they're like doing both. They're bouncing back and forth with that. That's like kind of their new promotional thing for the fans that buy seats. No, I wouldn't mind if Mr. Aldeoff said, I know I wouldn't mind if he cut a promo in the ring, but they had their fight in the regular UFC. Yeah. Bro, if they show George Kittle one more time, come on, man. Okay, so the show was Saturday night? Yeah. So yeah, I guess they're doing it like it was like Saturday and then Monday. They just kind of like bouncing back and forth between UFC and WWE, and probably I guess the whatever the rodeo thing comes on, the bull riding thing. But TKO is taking advantage of all of their companies and trying to put everything together. I wouldn't be surprised if they got ready to buy TNA. They wouldn't sell it to oh boy, but everybody is putting up clocks in that they on a clock about bringing Scott D'Amore back, pretty much. So I don't know what they plan on doing. They're gonna have to do something though, because they are not happy. Also, did y'all see the All-Star game? 200 plus points. That All-Star game was ridiculous. I didn't even see them get to 200 points, man. I stopped watching it after a while. It was just so many missed shots. It wasn't nobody playing no defense really. It was just they didn't even look like they was having too much fun. I don't even know who won. I'm pretty sure it was the East as far as they was up, unless Steph and them came back and they just start popping threes off on everybody. I'm about to look up the score now. That was, I guess, they've been trying to get to score 200 for the last like 8 years. They've been trying to get to 200. Damn, 186 to 211. No defense was played at all. And I guess it's still Team LeBron versus Team Giannis. And I didn't even really see LeBron out there playing like that. That's ridiculous. I remember when they used to be competitive, and I remember they pulled Kobe out the game because he was him and he was giving it to Jordan. They was going back and forth, and he started chewing Jordan up, and they was like, "Oh, you've been disrespectful to Jordan," so they put him on the bench. I was mad. Back to commercial. No picture in picture either. That is the last one today. How they gonna go to no commercial 6 showing me some kind of travel bag for imprint for certain? They don't knock it off. I still haven't seen this movie Oppenheimer. Have any of you guys seen it? Last time they played hard was in 2020, right after Kobe died. Yeah, they played. That was a good All-Star game. But they need to. It needs more incentive, like for them to do it. Kind of like the season opening tournament. But I think that hurt us as when I say us, I'm talking about the Lakers. I think that hurt us as when we won that, because the younger players, they, what I mean, you giving them, they don't make that much money, but they won what 500,000 a piece. Them young boys was out there, man. I'm like, and you in LA, man, them young boys went right over up to Hidden Hills. They wasn't investing that money. They was calling them baddies online, them Instagram baddies was in there trying to come get that bread. Oh, they showing the chop shop to see where I'm at. This is where it all began. Everybody's been asking, do they go to different barbershops now? He in there by himself. He looked like Math Hoffa right now when everybody else left the show. And they started bag fueling all that. Carmelo Hayes is Math Hoffa now. Was Jordan mad about that? I don't know if Jordan was mad. What I mean? It was more, but I don't know if he really just cared. Jordan don't really give a damn about nothing too much. No, I know it's a long movie. I haven't seen it. I want to see it though. It's on Peacock for free. Oppenheimer. I still haven't seen it. Wow, they didn't put it up for free already. That's crazy. I can't believe they did that already. I was like, well, that's one of the movies I want to put in my collection. I haven't watched it. I like watching long movies like that with good conversations, and I'm into movies with intense conversations like that, just because it's good for argument's sake. Teach you how to argue. You know what I'm saying? Like, she starts singing. Wait a minute, hold up. Mellow, you turncoat. Mellow was filed for that. He had that Shawn Michaels leather jacket on. That's when we should have knew as soon as he came out. The Jodeci jacket. Is that the original or the remix jacket? Oh, that Gucci shirt was hard. Wow. He said, I saw you side eyeing my championship. Wow. Oh, they gonna keep showing it. Every day keep showing it, man. This is like when they kept showing Shawn Michaels back in the day. Putting what's the name through the glass. I just checked WrestleMania 40 is April 6th and 7th. UFC 300 is April 13th. Yeah, man, they going week by week. There's an event here in LA on what, April 3rd, which is PTW, Cameron from that used to be in WWE, one of the Funkadactyls. She has an event out here for her league, PTW Pound Town Wrestling. So I'm definitely trying to get some tickets to go to that. I want to go see that. So if y'all do get a chance, if they do have a pay-per-view link, I'll let you guys know. I know their first pay-per-view is up on their site and you can watch it. And they look really entertaining, the colors and everything like that. Like, hey man, Cameron is putting it together. But a lot of the people over there that were over there with her, they are I see a lot of them. It was they're AEW people too. So it's another one of those companies. Tony got everybody spread out. JC Jane coming out. Look at old girl in the back. She don't even know how to. He's trying to get it in with her. Why she ain't got the Chase U stuff on? Let's see. I'm the. You say you the fifth member of Jodeci Ballet. They brought it back to the theater because the Oscars are coming up. Ah, okay. You talking about Oppenheimer? Oh, you said you you recently finally saw Barbie, Missed All Days Off. I haven't seen it yet. I do want to check it out. That's one movie I haven't watched. Ken won all the awards. I know, or he was up for most of the awards. All right, Miss NXT in the ring. JC Jane is in the ring. Daisu said he watched it. What's going on, Daisu? I see you, Daisu. How are you today? Did you like Barbie? I didn't see it last summer. Says, hey, Daisu. It was in the theater for a while. I saw it a while back when Barbie was on. Yes, Oppenheimer. Look, uh-oh. I know she don't think that that's going to stop JC Jane. JC Jane been there too long. Come on, man. She's one of the people you do not trust in that ring. Look at that. Oh, right on the top of that shoulder. They like, yeah, whoop her. She like, yeah, beat her down. What you doing? She like, man, you supposed to attack her. She got me laughing. Like, why you didn't attack her? You supposed to be. She could not let the heel go in her, man. That's funny. Ballet says she just had no interest in seeing Barbie. Yeah, when it came to Barbie, I wanted to watch it. I still want to watch Barbie. I guess I'll watch it with my daughters. But my daughters didn't even play with Barbie dolls growing up. And then most of the that's what most of the girls I knew, they used to take those giant GI Joes. That when we stopped playing with them, when they start making them smaller, the small 3-inch ones, they used to have the big 6-inch ones. The girls used to take those. They didn't even like Ken. They used to just use the 6-inch. They used to buy the GI Joes and use those and have them dating Barbies. I know my sister was notorious for it. Mr. All they all said the movies I saw out of the best picture category is American Fiction, Barbie, the Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Anatomy of the Fall. Killers of the Flower Moon was such a good movie, but it was long as hell. That was one of the longest movies I've seen. I mean, I watch all of Leonardo DiCaprio's movies, but that was a long movie. Let's go. She got stretch. All right, she's stretching her out. Let's go. Come on, JC. I'm pulling for JC in this. I like JC Jane. She got on some old Madonna gear. Look, all right, she trying to have her attack her again. She still didn't do nothing. I'm trying to see if they're trying to teach her how not to be. It's like she's trying to learn how not to be a heel, but it's just in her. Distract the ref. All right, she distracting the ref. She like, get her, punch her, attack. Yes. Wow, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Look at her face. Yeah. Let's go, JC. Yeah. That was funny. Oh, girl was like, what are you doing? She like that's not very Chase. You like move out the way. I got her. You didn't do nothing. You didn't even put in the work. Look at her face. She's confused. That's funny. Dasu says, I'm usually at the movies on Tuesday. It's a reduced price on Tuesdays, $5 at the theater that has reclining seats and is going out of business. Pretty sad. Yeah. They've always had the $5 Tuesdays out here. I used to always hit the matinees, definitely. And Tony D'Angelo with his family. Out of those movies, I haven't seen The Holdovers, Anatomy of A, and the rest of the movies you mentioned. They always get rid of the good stuff, Doc. So yeah, the movies going out of the business is sad. Like that's why I say, as a kid, one of the first movies I saw in the theater was Starman with who was that? Jeff, whatever his name is. I saw Starman in the theaters, and then I think it might have been a double feature with Return of, or whatever, like a Return of the Jedi, maybe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the double features from the movies back in the day. That was one of the first movies I remember seeing with Starman. I always remember it because he had those balls that he used to touch, and then he told her that I remember him telling her she was gonna be pregnant. I remember him running that red light. Of course, I saw that movie a whole bunch when I got older, but that was the first movie I seen in the theater that I remember seeing. Dice, who says, I took my mom and great grandma to Barbie, and after I went to see it. Oh, that was sweet. The Holdovers is on Peacock. Okay, so Peacock is just getting all of the movies now, right now, that's going to the Oscars, I see. So Chase U comes out after JC Jane. They walking back. He like, what was that? He like, look, we won. Like, you know what I mean? Look how she looking. She is so confused. She don't know where to go. Are you going back to the ring? She's confused on what to do. I bought the book for my grandma. I've never been to a theater where you can eat at a table and drink alcohol. Oh, Mr. All Days Off, you've got to go to one of those theaters, man. What are they called? I used to go. iPick. That's what it is. iPick. IPIC. So if you ever get a chance, Mr. All Days Off, go to an iPick theater, man. If you're gonna go on a date or something like that, and you want to go on a good date night, they have like a gourmet restaurant in there, and then they have iPads in. You can order stuff right there at your seat. They got reclining chairs, pillows. They got the blankets, so you can sit there. It's like a super date night. I went one time with back when I was still with my kid's mom, and I took her to the theater, and I think Godzilla had came out. That was when Godzilla came out. And needless to say, she fell asleep on Godzilla. I was still awake. It was the first Godzilla too. I'm still mad about that. I need that. Matter of fact, speaking of Godzilla, I need that collection. I have no understanding of those movie theaters, of those movies either. Yeah, Starman was with Jeff Bridges ballet. That was the first movie. That was like the first time I seen Jeff Bridges as a kid. But I remember that movie, and I got older, and I said, Isn't there a movie called Starman? And then when I got older, I saw the movie again. I was like, yeah, this is the movie. I remember seeing that. So now I just got to check dates and see if I was right about Return of the Jedi being the other feature movie that was there. Because I just remember seeing two, and we used to always go and watch two movies. In Taipei, we were used to bringing in food from the outside, but never quite at a table to our seat. Yeah, definitely. Like the theaters with the what's the name are great, but there's nothing like an iPick. They're kind of expensive. You do book ahead of time so you can have your seat. But when you get there, like I say, they got the iPads there if you want to order extra food. I was having food come to the thing, and we was eating the hors d'oeuvres and all of the food. They come to you and they bring it to you. Man, it's such an experience. If you haven't experienced that yet, you got to. They used to show a cartoon for the double feature. You are absolutely right, ballet. What was the other what was the other what was the other movie I used to watch? hopefully we are having a storm in LA. So if my connection is bad, hopefully it's not. Okay, it looks like it's picking up a little bit. There it is. Sorry about that. We're having a storm out in LA, so if my connection gets a little slow, you guys, I do apologize. But I do remember watching Harry and the Hendersons and something else at a double feature when I got older. The double features used to be lit. I used to go downtown. That's when downtown LA was kind of like, it used to be like really nice, and now it's like a war zone down there. It's like you go to downtown LA, it's crazy, man. It's so, everything down there is just wow. Like you got your business district, but most of downtown LA is taken over by a lot of transients, a lot of displaced people, especially displaced youth out here in LA right now. And I do remember them cartoons though. Though I guess the table and the seat counts. Mr. All Days always says someone called me old because I like eating Dots candy at the theater. I sneaked them in at the dollar store before the movie. Listen, I'm Mr. Sneak anything in the theater. I used to go with my backpack I used to go on dates. I don't know if I ruined dates at that point, but I used to go. I used to buy fire ass food. I used to have my backpack with me, burritos, all kind of anything. I used to go to get me some fancy burritos and all that. Had them in the backpack. Go in the theater. I'd be in there grubbing. Oh man, I remember when we snuck a whole KFC meal into the theater for Coming to America in 1988. Yo. Uh-oh, here goes Ridge Holland. Look. Mr. Put somebody on an injury shelf. I know he hates that stigma. I feel bad for him though. He's hurt quite a few wrestlers, definitely pretty deadly when they first started, but hopefully Ridge is able to get better. And I know that even Big E has already forgiven him. He wants people to stop treating him that way. I feel bad for Ridge, but I mean, busting him back down to NXT is one of the best things to let him rebuild himself. He deserves it. Other than that, he's going to be on the NXT roster if they used to him doing that. You don't want to be a Ryback. 1998 Godzilla. Oh my God. Remember Diddy had the theme song for that? Mr. All Days Off said, damn, a whole meal. Listen, man, look, you can jump in them theaters, you bring a whole meal in the backpack, man. That's how I used to do it. Why does she look like Renee while she's interviewing him? She look like a young Renee. I'm not gonna call her great value Renee because she looks like an upgrade a little bit. Not to disrespect John Moxley's lady, but they did find them another Renee. It looks like myself without people judging me, so I'm going to try to see someone. All right, he's adding some realness to it. Let's see WWE Universe. And I will apologize for all my actions, even if no one cares, even no one gives a damn. All right, Rich. All right, Rich. Because I'm a man that I am, because of the man I am with. All right, some truth to it and what he's saying. I think he's talking about two different things. She looks like Renee. Oh, there goes our girl Shotzi. Poor Shotzi, man. I think she's going to be out for a while too. "1983 Star Wars Return of the Jedi." I remember back then a movie would stay in the theater forever. Yeah, and then you wouldn't get a then it would take like almost a year and a half almost before it came out on VHS. Definitely when I got older by the late 90s, you had to wait almost a year before something came out on VHS before you can buy it. And then it would cost like $20 before you can get it from there. But the early 80s, that's when we used to hook the two VCRs up together and record everything. Put the tape on SLP so you could put 3 movies on one tape. Yeah. Robert Brown says, I don't know if you heard, there's a rumor of Straight Kennedy McPimpin and Jackie Gaida. Oh man, I haven't been keeping up with none of the Vince stuff. I keep seeing that more stuff keeps coming out. Vince is a wild boy, man. I've been hearing a lot about Vince. Look at this fool, Chase. He's funny wrestling in this. I I don't know if the Chase U thing is gonna work on the main roster. Even though I would like it to, I could see it being on SmackDown more than Raw, or on Raw actually. But I mean, Raw has 3 hours, so you could see something campy like this on there. Are you from LA by chance? Yes, I am. I am definitely from LA. I am a LA baby. I am from South Central Los Angeles. I'm so South Central, I was born at USC Hospital. That's how LA I am. So being born at USC was crazy. I always thought I was born at UCLA, but I was born at USC. I saw a news clip of they graffitied up some huge building downtown LA. What's that about? You know what? I need to look it up. I haven't been watching the news in LA. Usually I get a lot of alerts from Citizen because everything is going crazy in LA. I just kind of stopped paying attention to like the LA news a little bit just because it's been every time I turn it on, it's always something. The main thing I do watch is I'll see the car chases, but they always spray painting buildings down here over murals. I remember they kept spray painting over the Nipsey mural at one point. They spray paint over Snoop's mural because it's in Inglewood, so like he has his building out there, and he's a Crip, so it's kind of like the Bloods don't be playing that, but I'll definitely check out see what building they spray painted. I'm gonna look it up right now. Matter of fact, while we watching this match. Holy shit. How the hell did they even do all of this? I'm looking at it right now. Oh, these buildings are you know what? A lot of these buildings, these are vandalized. These are like empty skyscrapers that, because a lot of the businesses have moved out since people don't go to they don't go to work traditionally no more. So a lot of these buildings, like a lot of transients have moved into like these skyscrapers, you know what I'm saying? Like, so as they move in, I guess this is what they're doing, and now it's becoming a tourist attraction to do this. But yeah, this is crazy. Graffiti towers. Yeah, like I said, downtown LA is nuts. It's a whole nother world down there now. Like, it's not what it was. Like, downtown LA has always had like its stigma, but it's not like what it was, especially after post pandemic. It's a lot of stuff going on in downtown LA. Dancer says my mom took me and my friends to KFC. That's when they had the potato wedges and chicken little sandwiches. Oh man, I remember them chicken little sandwiches. I was reading about the storms today. Yeah, it's been raining nonstop. They are really showing this match. They damn near showed the whole match. Now they stopping. Like they finally went to commercial. What's that? A square machine? I remember when Square first started, and they before they even had all of this stuff, and they just used to have and they used to just have it. You could hook it up to your phone. It hooked into the speaker jack, and you can swipe and get people to pay you for your credit card stuff. I used to have that for people to buy stuff from you when I used to sell shit. What was I selling at the time? I forget. I think people used to come to me and get their phones unlocked. I was that guy in the neighborhood. I used to know how to get them. People used to always bring me their phones. Yeah, my phone is locked. Can you bring me the phone? Are you sure it's your phone? Yeah, it's your phone. All right, I got you. And I used to I used to know how to unlock the iPhones and the Androids. Yeah, they look alike. Yeah, she does definitely look like her. Which Tekken feud aside from Mishima Bloodline was your favorite? Kuma versus Paul Phoenix, King versus Craig Marduk, or the Williams sisters? Definitely the Williams sisters, Nina and Anna. I can say that because they always be going at it. Man, I used to play. I played Tekken. And if I do get it again, I played through it with every character, like just to see everybody's story. I am a real like live, like I love fighting games. I haven't played Street Fighter since it launched, Street Fighter 6, even though we talking Tekken. But even Tekken, I haven't bought it yet. I do plan on getting it. Like I'm a traditional fighting game player. I have an arcade stick. So before Street Fighter 6 came out, I got me and my roommate arcade sticks so we can play Street Fighter. And neither one of us have been playing just because we haven't found our main characters yet. Usually I am a Cody player when I play Street Fighter. Did you ever watch Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li? I did watch that and I was not impressed. I like the original Street Fighter movie more than that Street Fighter movie, but the animes, I do enjoy those. The later Street Fighter, I think they put out another Street Fighter movie later on that was pretty good. But I do like the Mortal Kombat Legacy stuff. I do plan on seeing this new Mortal Kombat movie when it drops as well. What about the old Blockbuster days? I remember renting the old crappy ECW games at Blockbuster, like on PS1. Oh man, listen, Mr. All Days Off. I was Mr. Blockbuster. Like I told a story the other day of how I found that money going to Blockbuster video, and on my way there, my dad sent me at night on I had to ride the Beach Cruiser. He used to have the ugliest like sky blue Beach Cruiser, and that's the bike that I had forever. So you can imagine all my homies was riding GT dynos, and I'm the kid on the big ass Beach Cruiser, sky blue Beach Cruiser with pegs. But people they used to like the bike because I used to have pegs on the front and on the back. So it was such a big bike. I used to be able to ride with people on the front and the back. But yeah, I rode that to Blockbuster, and good super kicks. Let's go. But I don't want to see. Let's go, Chase U. Come on, y'all gotta win this. I want to see Chase U up for the titles. But yeah, that's where I used to go. I definitely used to rent video games from Blockbuster. I remember before they went out of business, they had the Virtual Boys. You can rent the systems at some point. I was a big Blockbuster person. I used to always go there, rent Super Nintendo games and stuff like that until I just started hustling and just buying my games at that point. Until I learned the Blockbuster hustle. Did anyone see the new Godzilla movie, Godzilla -01? No, Daisu, I haven't seen that yet, but I am interested in seeing that before this. I know it's separate from the other one. I know I like it because they have the old campy Godzilla that we used to like as kids growing up. I definitely used to watch those old Godzilla movies with Godzooky and all of that. Godzilla versus Megalon was one of my favorite movies I used to have on tape, but then the tape it popped at the end, so it always stopped before the end of the fight. I used to always think I can get to the end of it. I used to always watch it and be like, please just let me watch a little bit more of the movie, but then it would just rewind. I used to be upset. Bring Chase U to replace Alpha Academy after Chad Gable wins the IC title and take it more seriously. What I would like to see is Alpha Academy and Chase U beef, and have like a whole like academy thing of them having like a college kind of what's the name. I think that would be great. Ooh, you missed that, but unless you were supposed to drop on them like that, I thought you would have hit them on your knees. Let's go. Think about it. All right, who had a local video store a few blocks away from me even now? Oh, you said we had a local video store a few blocks away from me. Even now, so many years later, when I pass that spot, I don't see the electric shop that's there now. I see the video store. I know when you pass by old stuff and then it's not there no more, it's so strange. Like even like like I say, I'm from LA, so Grand Theft Auto 5, like a lot of the stuff that's in that game doesn't even exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just not there, and I miss it. Let's go, Chase U. Let's get it. Axiom with the kick to the face. Let's go. Come off that top rope, man. No Hurricane Rana, please. Okay, what is he finna do? They finna do this backflip thing. Man, if you don't throw Axiom from the top and do it. Oh, he took that though. He should have did a rock bottom from the top. No way. He's kicking out of that. Let's go. There you go. Spanish fly from the top. That was beautiful though. Real good move. That was a real good Spanish fly from up there at top. Uh-oh, here come Frazier. Uh-oh, they kicks to the chest, super kick. Wow, double super kicks to the face. Wow, there you go. Clothesline these boys. Man, look, if you don't, you better make sure you finish this, Andre. No roll-up victory. There we go. Come on. Oh. What was that? Okay, they rolling back and forth. Let's go. All right, Andre Chase. Look, he holding up that you. He like Chase you. Let's go. Oh man, Daisu says, remember when that's a good victory. Remember when that sweet child of mine welcome to the jungle were on the radios all day long? Oh my god. Welcome to the jungle. Wait a minute. Oh, they didn't win? Oh, okay, I was gonna say. I didn't see the new Godzilla movie yet, Daisu. Yeah, that new Godzilla, that Godzilla -1 looks good, but I definitely am waiting for that Godzilla Cross Kong. I'm waiting to see that. See them team up. I enjoy those new Godzilla. Oh, who was that? Okay, the Good Brothers down in NXT. Let's go. The OC, let's get it, Good Brothers. Yeah, clear the ring. Oh, we might get a match on Friday. Wow, yeah. Let's get these boys some yeah, man. I don't mind them being in NXT, man. Let's get them some run. He got the Yeezys on. You see him? He got the Yeezys on. Look. Yeah. Sweet, too sweet. Bring them down there, let them reestablish themselves. All right. Look, Hiko Ela, look. He always somewhere in another place. They gonna have to have a triple threat. Ballet said Blockbuster had all the good stuff. Look how he did my boy Trick's leg, man. Trick has been out. I hope he's not really injured. Maybe they just playing it up. Either that or he gonna come back and cost Carmelo his match. Unless Carmelo wins and then they have a few, but I can't see I see them having a triple threat at some point. It's just been really them three on top. Look at that face of intensity. Oh, he didn't put the red contacts in. That's when you know he's super serious. He's super serial. I never had double VHS, but my great grandma convinced me to buy a VHS recorder. We still have. Look, man, we used to take. My neighbor used to come, or my dad's friend used to come over and take another VHS and hook it up to our VHS and wire it all together. And we used to have movie nights, and we used to always watch 3 movies. And so, like once every week, we used to just have 3 movies. They go to the video store and we just record whatever we had. So all of the movies I grew up watching, all of them had 3 movies on them, and I used to watch the 3 movies all together each time, put on something. All right, let's go, Metaphor. Here come Lash and Jakara. I love Lash Legend and Jakara. Let's go, Jakara. I hope Jakara gets healthy again. Oh, she fighting Kalani Jordan. I forgot they was fighting tonight. I can't wait for that. Ballet said, yes, they played those videos all day long on MTV. They absolutely did. But what nothing played more than what was it? I just played it for my kids the other day, so they could see it. I told them it was the food stamp song, the first of the month by Bone. I told her that's the EB that was the original food stamp song. That's the EBT record. It was worth seeing in the theater. Daisu says it was worth seeing in the theater. Was amazing and mind blowing. All right. Ballet says, do you still use Square? Nah. You know what? Square is automatically hooked up to they actually are hooked into my website. I just don't have anything in my shop. I have stuff to put in the shop. I actually have merch, but most of my merch that I have is for my cannabis stuff that I have a cannabis merch line. I'm actually getting ready to expand it. If you guys go to the website and see my guy Eno 720, this is something that he designed for our merch line here, or this is one of his hoodies for his merch that he did, and we're actually coming together and we're gonna put some merch out. So I have a lot of characters, and it started off with just the logo for what I started, and it was one of those moments in the pandemic where I just went nuts and I couldn't stop creating. So it was like I said, all right, well, I want to do that, and I said, all right, well, I named it. I have a company called Freshly Baked. It's on Instagram. It's Freshly, but it has a there's an X in the Freshly, so or in the baked, it's a BXKED, or yeah, BXKED. So if you go over to, if you look that up on Instagram, it's there. You can see all of the merch that I have. I got matches, lighters, and all of that stuff. I made all of that stuff in the pandemic. You'll see me sewing with the sewing machine on there and everything. And I just had a moment of creative, like during the pandemic, I just couldn't stop creating stuff. My hands just have to keep moving. This is why I'm always working on something. And I just couldn't stop creating. So I did that, and I just got into a whole bunch of different creation, but the clothing line I did. And then I saw Master P made some shoes, right? So I was like, huh. And that's where it started. I said, huh, maybe I'll design some shoes. And that's how the company was born. I designed some shoes. I actually have them here somewhere on one of these streams. I'll actually pull them out so you guys can see them. If you go over to the Instagram, let's see, I probably might drop the Instagram inside of here, so that way you guys, if you guys want to go over and look at it, it's there, and then you guys can see some of the merch that I started with. But I have so much other stuff that goes along with a lot of the merch that I made now. And even this sweater, my guy sent me this. He designed this Eno 720, and it's feels fantastic. So I think I'm gonna have him actually print my stuff now, as opposed to the people that I print, and I'll send him all of the materials. His this stuff is soft, the cotton is soft, it's real, like we talking like, you know what I mean, like designer feeling cotton. How this feels right here, this feels like a $200 sweater, and he sent it to me, and then he told me I can use his characters for the cannabis line. So we're gonna, merge our companies together as far as that, and have cannabis merch. Most of the stuff is like, I have women characters. I cater to a lot of women when it comes to the characters and stuff like that, because a lot of women do smoke cannabis, and for me, it's medicinal. When I did smoke, I did it for I smoked for just for anxiety and stuff like that, to keep my anxiety down and things of that nature. So and just for health reasons, and it relaxes my body and stuff like that. But right now I'm like sober, so it's probably why I'm talking so much, and why you guys see me doing that. I kind of like I'm trying to get myself together. I'm working out, getting ready for some stuff coming up, and just trying to get back in shape, and trying to clear my head and make sure when I have these little memory lapses, all it is just why I have them right now is because my head is getting clear and it's uncloudy now. And I go through this period of when you're detoxing from everything and just clearing out, just trying to get yourself together. So one day, maybe again, it's soon, but it won't be anytime soon. I'm on a sabbatical right now, but the clothing line is great. I got like characters that are cupcakes and pre-rolls and things like that, but each character has a story. It's almost like a comic book, like Marvel. So I will share that with you guys at some point. Maybe I'll post it on one of my pages. Ballet say, I want to see it, Daisu. Let's see. We used to have squatters before Giuliani. Screw you, Giuliani. Yeah, Giuliani is a mess, man. I heard about all the stuff he did out in New York. Let's see what they're talking about. I think I ruined everything again. And Valentine's Day strikes again. Is there anyone? What? Really, I could erase February 14th from my fine memory forever. I feel her. I don't do Valentine's Day at all. Uh-oh, here comes Kalani Jordan. Let's see. Dasu says ballet. If it's in the theaters near you, I'll gladly treat you to it. Really highly recommend it. Dasu says I watched twice 4DX and I think just regular. I wanted to see it in IMAX or in black and white. Oh man, you are selling this Godzilla movie. I gotta go see it. Ballet says Godzilla and Godzuki. I love Godzuki, man. Oh, look at Daisu. Ballet says, I appreciate that, Daisu. All right. Remember Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Absolutely. I still have it. I have 1 and 2 on PlayStation 5, actually. I haven't played it. I need to. My favorite one was Tony Hawk's Underground Thug. That was my favorite one. Look at Lash going off. I love this, man. This makes my daughters watch wrestling a little bit when they get to see stuff like this. My youngest daughter, she likes wrestling. Excuse me. But she likes watching the little people wrestle. I think I need to put her up on that one league. I forget the name of it with the little people that wrestle. But she likes to watch bigger wrestlers beat up smaller wrestlers and kick them in the face and throw them around the ring. I'm like, you are a menace. But she's almost my daughter's almost like she's 13 and almost 6 feet. And I'm trying to get her to wrestle so bad. She's so strong. Oh, let's go, Kalani. I really don't know who I want to win this match, but I am pulling for Lash. I like powerhouses. Although I'm not against Kalani winning. But let's go, Lash. Bow! I hope Kalani can have kids after that kick, man. God damn. Dasu says the new Godzilla movie is not campy at all. Oh goodness, it's full of drama, monster film. That's very brainy. The endings splits people, but it's a full on film. Okay, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let's go, Lash. Lash is not playing with Kalani tonight. Ooh, she is. Let's go. She is trying to break her in half. Lash trying to get to that main roster. Wow. Okay. Big body splash. Think about it. At some point, we're gonna see Lash Legend versus Jade, man. Why she dog walking Kalani like this, man? Oh, she doing her dirty. Mr. All Days Off said, "Oh, I did see Godzilla -1 in theaters. Yeah, everybody went to go see it in theaters. I feel like I need to go see it in theaters." Irish whip into the corner. Okay, big elbow from Kalani. Big elbow from Lash Legend right back to Kalani. Uh-oh, this looked like it's almost over. Look, oh, yeah, this is a wrap. Ooh. Damn. Yeah, go ahead and tap out Kalani. Look at Jakara. Look at her. Oh, man. Lash is about to break this girl in half, yo. She is looking strong out there. Wow. Ooh. Do y'all think Jay could beat her right now? Oh. Big body splash to the rib cage. She missed that body splash. She took them knees to the ribs. Kalani better not win. I noticed they like to have David and Goliath, but this ain't it. I'm gonna need Jakara to cheat or something. There you go. Don't let her do you like that, Lash. Big power bomb. Oh, what's she doing? Oh, she flipped out of that. What's she about to do? Okay, kick to the face. Yeah, this could have been. What time is it? Okay, it's 6:42. Wow, big kick to big double kicks to the chest. She caught that. Spinning elbow to the back. Uh-oh, she getting up. She too close to Jakara. I knew it. Bow. Yeah, there you go, Jakara. Oh, she knocked Jakara out. That's all right, though. That's all just enough for the distraction. Big choke slam from the top rope. Let's go. Boom. Finish her off. Give me that 3 count. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's right, Jakara. Don't let her do nothing. Don't let her touch your girl like that. Let's see, Mr. Holiday's off. Remember, Camp C, CKY, precursor to Jackass. Remember when the Wild Boys were on WWE TV and Umaga beat the fuck out of Very High Steve-O? I remember that. That was funny. They just gonna walk right past them and give them the what's the name? Walk past. Are they finna come in here and beat her down too? After she done already took a beating? Why they choking her out like that? Why they leave her in the ring? Jakara them just left her down there. Oh man. She done hoked up. Yeah, you better. I was finna say. I know she ain't finna just hoke up. She ran out. Yeah, let's go. All right, Mr. Alday's off say, yeah, Jackass was fun. I know they gotta be sore in their mid-40s now. Oh man, look, they gotta be super hurt. Let's not forget the match that Sammy had with what's his name a couple of years ago. That was fun. With Johnny Knoxville. That was crazy. That was a great match. Daisu says Godzilla is doing well. 2 big movies, a cartoon, and a TV show. Monarch. Yeah, I want to watch Monarch. I do want to see that. And I hope they explore all the other monsters. I was kind of mad in the last movie that Mothra didn't quite make it. I was upset about that. But hopefully they start bringing in some more like they still need to bring in Megalon. They still need to bring in there's so many other characters. They need to bring they need to just go ahead and bring in Ultraman and stop playing. Daisu says the only reason I watched anything on WrestleMania 39 was because of Johnny Knoxville. Oh, you a big fan then? And oh yeah, WrestleMania 38. Ballet said you have anxiety too. I do too. Yeah, I have anxiety. I do catch anxiety. I think when I first streamed with it might have been the second stream or the first. I think it might have been the second stream I did with Tati. I had to jump off for a quick second because I started having a panic attack during then, but it was just really hot in the room and stuff like that. And I was very nervous coming in to be in front of all of you guys at the time. So, but I catch it at weird times. It's like when I have like a delayed anxiety. Like something will happen to me like a week before, and I had a whole bunch of stuff that was going on, and like I'll have a delayed like anxiety attack, and I never know when it's gonna come. But it's like when I get super stressed or something really deep happens, then it'll just delay it and it'll just come out of nowhere. And then like I'll know it too. Like if I did, and I didn't take my meds that day for it either, so it was just like, let me go ahead and jump off of this stream. I took like maybe like a quick 2 or 3 minute break, and then jump back on. And I actually had the anxiety attack on stream, but you guys couldn't tell. I've gotten to the point to where I know how to control it when I'm in front of people, but or I've learned how to do my breathing techniques and stuff like that. I do listen to ambient music to help my anxiety at times. There's a song called Weightless that I would recommend for anybody that does have anxiety. Also, there's also Little John's new album is absolutely incredible for anxiety. If anybody suffers from that, I don't know if you guys listen to it. His meditation album, all of the practices they teach you, definitely if you have anxiety bad enough and you went to therapy, I'm an advocate for therapy. If you guys do have it, the things that you usually have to pay in these apps for $10 a month, just to have like the mindfulness and all of that stuff. He did that on this album, and I think it is phenomenal. And not enough people are talking about it. So I do say, if you do have anxiety and you suffer from it, listen to that. Listen to Weightless. That song that has helped me a lot. Ambient music does rewire your brain if you do have anxiety. And also listen to Andre 3000's album. His album is that flute album is full of just ambient flute playing. And I definitely am an advocate for it. You guys definitely listen to it. There are a lot of female segments on NXT. I see why they are moving to CW. Absolutely. It's not just that. If you really look at the logo of CW and turn it backwards, it's the WB. And so that's why it's going back to that channel, and they chose to put NXT on it. And we know NXT has a lot of it's very how would you say, it's probably their most diverse show. So I say that's why they put NXT on that channel. They want to rebuild it. I say if they do that, they need to go ahead and bring the Wayans brothers back and put all some other black shows around that, so that way we can get if they're gonna do it, just leave the frog. They can keep the frog. Uh-oh, they outside asking the Good Brothers what the hell they doing showing up on NXT. Like, that's what we do. Shocking return to NXT. The boys are back in NXT. Yeah. Stay as long as we want. Okay, I can see them taking the titles off the what's the name, Braun Breaker, so he can move up. And I like it, man. Move him down, go down to NXT, let him get some run in. I wouldn't mind Michin coming, but I mean, she's on the main roster, but the Good Brothers being in NXT is a good thing. I like it. All right, Ballet says, I like Lash and Kaylani. Let's see. Baron Corbin, I didn't realize you came to NXT to be the world's largest comedian. Braun Breaker, maybe the Good Brothers. We can something that the women could never. A couple of okay. Crush their dreams. We are going to win the tag titles. All right. Kind of figured that. Give it to another strong tag team. Let them rebuild before they go back to the main roster. I like that. That's what I love about NXT. All right. So is this next week? Okay. Oh, they're gonna be face to face. You got me thinking of Jodeci every time I see Carmelo Hayes now, dancer. All right, Noam Dar and one member of okay, I don't know. My TV starting to pixelate. I couldn't see who the hell they was fighting. Here comes Shotzi. And they made this the main event too. They should have had this at the beginning of the show. Here she come with that little bitty tank. I love Shotzi, man. She's so fun. I thought Jade had a leg reach, but Lash, yeah, man. I can't tell if who would win out of that match between Lash and Jade. I mean, you would think Jade would win, but Lash is gonna be a problem. Just imagine a 4-way with Lash, Jade, and Bianca. Who makes all the outfits nowadays in wrestling? All the women got their cheeks out. You know what? I think a lot of the people get their stuff made by who is it? Those outfits I think maybe made by King Troy, the guy that makes Seth Rollins this stuff. If you notice, well, his chest is always out. So I think King Troy might be making a lot of their stuff. You can look him up, King Troy. He spells it Troi on Instagram. And I started following him because Seth Rollins gave up his designer, and then I started following his page. He's a designer out here in LA. I just Googled Lash is 6 feet, 175 pounds. Jade is 5'10, 160. Bianca is 5'7, 165. God damn. So Lash is the one. But if it's the internet, so who knows if it's accurate. Mr. All Day Off, Keanu is my favorite. I'm gonna try to catch up on some of these what's in it before the match start. Lash is an Amazon. I love her. Yeah, I've been loving Lash for a while now. I got a cover with her in Jakar that I made last year. That's so fire, but I never got a chance to put the article up. Wrestling was moving so fast, and then Jakara got hurt, so I didn't get a chance to really write the article just because they weren't on TV as much. But now that they're on a lot, I'm going to go ahead and put that article out. I can't believe that they are still showing this match. Me neither. Sasha's husband is the seamstress for WWE, if you guys didn't know that. Miss Sasha Banks, her husband is the seamstress. He makes, or I guess, yeah, it was still seamstress. He makes a lot of the clothing for a lot of the wrestlers. He makes all, of course, all of her stuff. That's why all of the wrestlers be having these fire gear. I wouldn't be surprised if he did Shotzi's gear right now. So it's between him and King Troy. It's guys that are making all of the fire clothes for these women these days. This is sad for this match to go on like that, especially with Shotzi being as good as she is. The black lady retired after many years. She used to make a lot of the outfits. Yeah, she did. She retired quite a bit ago, and she left it up, and then Sasha's husband took over. He's been the man ever since, and he's still there too. I thought he might have left with Sasha. I'm sure he still makes her stuff, but I know Bianca makes her own clothing, and she might do some stuff for Montez too and the Street Profits. I remember Montez was trying to buy some pants for like 800, and she was like, "No, sir." She went and made them joints herself. Mr. All Days Offset Ballet. She got a podcast interview on YouTube. Someone interviewed her. I forget her name. Ballet says, I can't remember her name either, Mr. All Days Off. Behind the scenes, Sandra Gray, 45-minute interview. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that info, Mr. All Days Off. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Sasha Banks' husband, his name is Sarath Tan. I don't know if he's let's see. He was a wrestler himself, and then he became a seamstress. Yeah, his somebody, I think y'all put his name inside of the what's the name earlier. Who was that? Mr. All Days Off. Here it is. Here's his name right here, Mikazi. That's Sasha's husband right there. Mr. All Days Off with the info. Yeah, man, you're gonna have to step up here on the stage with us one of these days, Mr. All Days Off, so that way you can you know what I'm saying? You knowledgeable about a lot of this stuff too. Uh-oh. This is where she got hurt right here. Right there. I knew it was that's where they said she hurt herself right there. Busted her knee. Went to commercial. Why would they even show it if that's what was gonna happen? I don't get it. Now they're gonna come back to commercial to what? Bianca's gear isn't always fire, Sally. Sometimes she has some whack ones. You didn't like her WrestleMania 39 gear? It was all right. It wasn't too bad. I liked it. But you know what? She was very sick during that time. If you watch her show, her reality show, she talks about it. But she was very sick during that time, and then she was literally still seaming her clothes, and I don't know if she finished her whole outfit during that time. And then on top of it, the little girl's mom died from the Compton the cheerleaders. That's one thing I do want to go do. I want to go over there and catch some footage. I would like to go back and follow up with with that troop. they're not that far from me. I do plan on going over there just because I want to see how the contortionist and the rest of the girls are. Since I'm in LA, I might as well. Why not? They were a part of WrestleMania 39. They'll be remembered forever. I love watching since every time they show wrestling or every time they show clips from 39 and I see myself out there filming. Anytime you guys watch it and you see Cody clothesline them and then both of them on the ground and it's like right after Roman does a Superman punch. And if you pause it at that moment, West Side Gun is sitting there. He got the yellow hat on. Just look behind West Side Gun. You'll see me and my hair and my glasses. You'll see you know me by the hair. So you'll see me there right at ringside filming. I'm probably gonna post a picture of me. Somebody caught a really good picture of me that we were filming with at ringside, and I got lost in a moment during the match. But I did get to talk to West Side Gun. I love Griselda anyway, and I talked to him and told him like, "Yo, man, I got love for y'all, man. Like, you know, what I mean, he's a very humble dude. He loves wrestling. He's at all the events." But I sat right next to him at, like I said, at ringside. If y'all just go back and watch WrestleMania 39 and watch that Cody and the Roman match, and you guys will see me a lot during that match. I was sitting right behind Westside. Let's see. Mr. Aldale said I didn't see her show yet. She looked a little chunkier. With something going on. Oh, for the show. She I don't know, man. She might have just been sick or whatever. Oh man, a knee buckle right there. She's gonna be gone for a few months too. It was not clear to compete any longer in this matchup. Here's our general manager. I'm gonna need Ava to stop talking through her teeth. Or get some better veneers. This is now an open challenge, so whoever comes out is going to be your next opponent. Okay, they doing this. Oh, let's go, Lash. Oh shit, it's 7:00 though. So we going over? Uh-oh. What if they put the championship on Lash tonight? I didn't expect this. The Divas of Compton. Yes, I'm going to go visit the Divas of Compton. I love WrestleMania 38 gear, red and black. Yeah, that was fire. She looked incredible yesterday too. Wow. Yeah, knock her shit out. Man, if they make Lash the champion tonight, I will love this. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Lash. But she ain't got Jakara at ringside with her. We are 1 minute over, ladies and gentlemen. They are still going. I'm like hooked into the match now. Let's go, Lash. Oh, girl probably gonna come from the back and cheat. Wow. Wow. Come on. Why is Lyra got them big old Astro Boy boots on? Ain't no way Lyra beats Lash. Not at 6 feet. Let's go. I don't know if y'all watched Lash Legend play any college hoops, but go back. She had some really good games. She was pretty good, and she made it to the WNBA. But then I guess it just didn't work out in the beginning. She got out of there real quick, but she did make it to the league. And they talked about how why the women don't last long in the WNBA too. I thought that was very interesting. That was a good conversation about how the people from overseas, they don't have to, they become stars in the WNBA faster because they don't have to go to college, and they make these other girls, like Lash and everything. She probably could have came out of college and balled the way that she would have way faster in the WNBA had she not have to stay in college for so long. Yeah, let's go, Lash. Let's go. I want to see Lash as champion, man. I'm sorry. The Divas of Compton. Not yet. I will. I'm trying to get there though. I'm on my way, man. I'm hoping so. Let's go. Oh, look how she got her broken. She breaking her. One thing I will say, Dancer, is I continue to have an incredible life, and I'm looking forward to the next, man, 20, 30, 40, however, man, the next them years until I have great grandbabies so I can tell them all kind of stories, tell my grandkids some crazy stories, you know what I mean? When they get old enough, my kids get to see some of my crazy, they be seeing some of my crazy pictures around the house too. And that's like, oh shit. Roxanne Perez is upset. Oh, she finna go out there and ruin the match? Jakara should have grabbed her right there. Oh, Enziguri kick. She gave her the ghetto blaster. Made famous by Mr. Bad News Brown. Big choke slam from Lash Legend. Let's go. 1, 2. Oh, come on with the kickouts. Let's go. Come on, man. Oh, she called it the slam dunk. No wonder they kept this a secret on what happened. They pay for the extra time too. We had 7:05. Body splash from the top. That ain't gonna work on Lash. She too big for that. Come on. Let's go, Lash. You ain't picking Lash up like that. Man, give her an elbow to the rib, man. Bow! Big kick to the face. Let's go. Nah, you're gonna have to give her a better cover than that, man. She ain't breaking up from that, Lash. Come on. Lash got that hair in tight. She got the super bundle in. With her eye bundles. I always call people that wear the eyelashes eye bundles. Let's go. Man, if you don't get out of here with that splash off the top rope. What? She didn't win with that whack ass splash. Even the young white man, even the young boy out there said that was whack. He was like, man, that was whack. Super trash. Look, everybody giving her, she getting golf claps. Come on, man. Boo. Where them tomatoes at? Chris Van Vliet did an interview with Ice Cube's son today. Yeah, he did do an interview with O'Shea Jackson Jr., aka OMG. If you didn't know, he used to rap back in the day with his brother. They was OMG and Doughboy. You know, I'm from LA, so I knew it. I was ready to battle them when they daddy was tripping because he had that album that was trash. Or no, he had an album that came out I didn't respect when Ice Cube dropped um Ice Cube dropped an album, I Am the West, right? He was a couple of years too late, and we had a movement out here in LA. Might as well get into story time since we still here. He had a movement out here in LA called or we had a movement called New West, right? So as rappers, my guy Disco started the New West. And you know, we just all used to say it New West because we were the new crop of the West Coast artists. So um just since we here, if you guys want to go, I would do this. I never do this, but just because, let's see, I'm gonna type it in the chat. Y'all can go laugh at my old videos, right? Because you're gonna see me out way more. I got my hair pressed in a lot of them, but here's my original rap name. It's now in the chat. I'm doing it, but I don't think any of my I stand on my old music. So um basically Ice Cube dropped a song, or his album. He was a couple of years too late. We kind of had slowed down on it. We were calling ourselves the New West because, you know, the older guard like Snoop and everybody and them like that, they wasn't giving us a shot. So we were trying to separate ourselves from the older rap artists. So at some point they caught on to us calling ourselves the New West, and they like kind of like they tried to put a hold on it. So this is why at a time you didn't see any new people coming out of the West Coast. Game was dominating and everything. So Ice Cube drops this album, I Am the West, or he came out and started saying it ain't no New West. It's only one West Coast, blah, 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 blah. And he started dissing. He said anybody claiming New West and this and that. So I dissed him. I had a I had a diss record and I never released it. And I lost I lost my notepad. And there's only like there's a verse out there where I didn't put the whole verse in, but I had wrote a song called Boardroom to the Bar. Man, I promise you, like, the only reason I didn't put it out was because I seen it happen before where somebody dissed like a famous rapper and that's all they were known for. That's the main reason I didn't do it. And Ice Cube was one of my favorite rappers. It broke my heart that he dropped that record, but I was ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel that I'm like that as a rapper. Like I ain't gonna deny it. So y'all got my rap name now, and you can look it up. I actually have an album out. It's called, I will put the name of the album if you guys have any streaming. It's only half of the album, or not half. Well, I had to take a lot of stuff off because the album is really a hybrid of a mixtape and the album. So the album is called The Trojan Experience. My name is SC, so it only fit for me to put out something. That's the name of the album. If you type that in, if you just type in The Trojan Experience, you'll find my album online. My last one that I put out, it was probably like 2010, I believe. I put that album out. And that was the last time I put out an album, even though I wrote 3 since then. But I'm on SoundCloud too. You can find me on SoundCloud as KingLeoPicasso. If you look me up on SoundCloud, there's music there too. So between the SC the Valedictorian, before I switched over to being KingLeoPicasso as a rapper because I wanted to reinvent myself after I left the label I was signed to at the time, you guys can find the music there. And yeah, like I was waiting for Ice Cube's sons to like, you know what I mean, because he was trying to position his sons because of, you know what I mean, he had the clout. So I was like, well, I was waiting on one of his sons to be like they the dudes, and I was waiting on him just so I can get on them. But you know what I mean, I ended up liking O'Shea Jackson Jr. and OMG, so I never did it. But I had smoke for Ice Cube at the time, for real, for real. I was ready to go. Like, and I know Ice Cube is like he's one of the greatest battle rappers of all time as far as the West Coast is concerned. You know what I mean? No Vaseline and any other diss records he put out that he had. But I was like, all right, this is my chance to prove myself for this. But then it was just that moment of my brother-in-law was like, you don't want to just be known for the guy that dissed Ice Cube. And that's all I would have been known for. So I never did it. And it was a smart move. I didn't want to do that. He was one of my favorite rappers. Like, he's one of my heroes. But, You know what I mean? Shit, I'm in the NWA. I'm in the crowd in the NWA movie. Like when it came out, I was there when they filmed it. Like I'm always doing something and I'm always moving around and doing stuff like that. Like it's Hollywood. There's always opportunity to do something and find somewhere to go. But now y'all have my rap stuff, so you can go check it out and watch some of these videos. You guys can go laugh. You'll find a radio me on at that radio at one point. That was the only time I ever like didn't freestyle and I had to read something from my phone. I just got nervous while I was there. But one of the verses was half of that diss record on that I did on the radio. But you guys, if you go and listen to it, you guys can hear some of the music and hear the way that I got down there, and I'm even better now. Ballet says Ava is doing her thing. I'm about to go through these comments. Yeah, she is doing her thing now. I'm happy for her that she's able to, you know what I mean, have a bigger face on the screen now. Hopefully she does get some more screen time and gets back to the wrestling. Hopefully she doesn't end her career as not a wrestler. But you never know how far she'll go with her daddy being you know what I mean, running WWE now. Man, sky's the limit. They need to change her name to Simone. I think so. I think she needs to go back to Simone now that Vince is gone. I would love her to go back to Simone. It's a better name for her. It fits. I mean, Ava Raine ain't bad either though, but you know, this match about to be 5 minutes. Mr. All Days Off. You was right, bro. It ended. Actually, it was about 5 minutes, but you know, it was a good match. All of the bloodline go to the same dentist. That's funny. Oh, you were funny, Ballet. All right. Bianca's best gears are the skin tight leather ones. Yeah. And whatever she had on yesterday, Mr. All Days Off, that pink she had on was fire. You're funny, Mr. All Days Off. Yeah, he's hilarious. That's a good question. Do more people watch WNBA games or NXT? I would say more people watch NXT than they do the WNBA. Just keeping it G. The Ghetto Blaster, you took it back. Yes, the Ghetto Blaster, Mr. Bad News Brown. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. Remember when him and Jake the Snake got into it and he had the muskrat and he was coming to the ring with the muskrat? Did you hear about the time that Bret Hart was going to call the cops on Bad News Brown? No, I didn't. That's funny though. Bad News was probably finna he was trying to put hands on Bret. I did just see a new video with Bret going off on Vince before after a cage match. I ain't never seen that before. Look, she threw, yeah, they're going to them tomatoes. What's that about, Ballet? Another black person losing for Black History Month. Thanks, Hickenbottom. Oh, don't get on them like that. So, oh yeah, the one that says Leo Picasso there, that's my Twitch too. So you guys, if you guys want to follow that and if you ever want to see me game, I got gaming stuff up there now, as well as some older videos. But I went live the other day. That's when I got the news the other day. You'll see me play for maybe 2 matches of Fight Forever. I was trying to learn how to replay it, and I was fighting with Swerve, and then I jumped off the game real quick because I got an email that was I needed to attend to. This what happened when Bad News Brown was in Stampede Wrestling. Bret and Bad News Brown got into an argument backstage. Bret said he was going to call the cops. Call the cops? Ah, Bret, knock it off. I like your MC name. Thank you. And Trojan Experience. Yeah, it was a double meaning behind that. What was the reason for calling the police? Okay, Bad News Brown said that Stu Hart really liked him. Stu would always invite him to sit and have tea. Brown said that Bret was jealous of him spending time with his dad. I can see that. Wow, that's crazy though. He just threatened to call the police. That's whack. I'm going to say that more people watch NXT, Mr. All Days Off. I agree with you. Leo is always on this. Hey man, I'm always everywhere. I'm like Jay-Z, like he said, I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. Why would I ever care? I'm the best to ever come around here. You ever see those wrestling tears on that website? No, I haven't seen those. I haven't seen it. She could be the future Rock adjacent Stephanie McMahon. I can see that. Where you rank your own tiers? What you mean as far as my you should rank a tier, King? Wrestling tiers or rap tiers? King Leo, how do you and Tati communicate? We always chop it up through text or you know what I mean, definitely a lot most of the time through text, especially or DM depending on however we need to just to communicate so that way we can you know what I mean, make sure we are online and get ready to do our stuff. But definitely and on like I say, she says you guys can hit her on she always says hit her on her socials. You can go to at Wrestle Tati across the platforms, hit her DM so that way you guys, if you want to communicate it, definitely if you guys want to get up on the stage with us so that way we can chop it. You can find me at No Dirt Sheets on Instagram as well, or at KingLeoPicasso on Instagram. I'm there. If you go to my at KingLeoPicasso on Instagram, you will see like a lot of pictures. You'll see me with George Clinton. You'll see me with Melissa Ford. You'll see me with a whole bunch of different people from different parties and stuff that I've been at throughout Hollywood. Yeah. You'll see that stuff there. Yeah, she said she can Daisu. Tier maker. Yeah, man, I should make a tier, man. I probably will make a wrestling tier. My wrestling tier is gonna be weird though if I make a wrestling tier. And I post it like, you know, Mr. Perfect is my guy. That's why you guys, if you see my logo, I'm from No Dirt Sheets. That's me in Mr. Perfect's gear and with the Intercontinental title on. He's my favorite wrestler, man. Like he always was. Like my favorite finisher has always been the perfect plex. I just like the whole thing of perfection. And I still stick to it even when I like make music. If I make music, if I edit anything, just even designing the stuff that I designed for the stuff for wrestling. I see that my background is already stopped working. I don't know what the hell happened in my background, but I'll fix that later. I'll get back to it. I don't know what happened. I guess maybe because of the storm that's going on right now, it stopped. Unless it's been like that this whole time. I haven't noticed. I've been sitting here talking to you guys and watching NXT. Dynamite tomorrow. Yes, we will be there for Dynamite tomorrow. I definitely want to hope to pull up with Miss Tatiana tomorrow and watch Dynamite. You know, we always got to definitely watch AEW. We don't want to miss nothing. This is going to be a big week for wrestling. I'm going to be here probably every day. I don't know when I'm going to have a day off yet. I'm always exhausted. That's why I say as soon as I get off of here, half of the time when I finish up, as soon as I get off, I get up, I go to my seat, I go to my bed, or I sit and I sit there for a second, and then I pass out, and then I wake up at 2 a.m. and get right to work. Like I'll wake up maybe at 12, you know what I mean, just to do my little running around, and then afterwards I get right to work. I jump right on my computer, and I'll start making some artwork. I got a lot of work to do. There's so much work for me to do right now, and we're looking for more people to do stuff. If any of you guys are interested, since you guys do like wrestling, we're looking for writers. I'm looking for more writers to write stuff for the website. I would love to have some of you guys write some stuff if you want to for the website if you're interested. My website, or not my website, it's our website now because we're a community. Definitely Tati has started writing articles, so it's just as much hers as it is mine now. Like anybody in the community that we're building, I want it to be a home for everybody. The website, what I'm building is a resource center for Black. I made it it's for wrestlers, period, but definitely wrestlers of color. Everybody else always talks about all these other wrestlers, but they don't prioritize people of color or Black people, Mexican wrestlers, nothing like that. Like we didn't have a home, so that's what made me do it. And I can be totally honest with you. Once people they kept attacking AJ Francis and calling him Flop Dollar. When people start doing that, it pissed me off because he's more than that. And, you know, he got sick and he almost lost his life from that. And it prompted me to say, all right, how can I change the narrative? I know that, you know, they have that whole change your narrative thing, but it was like, how can I create something that can help wrestlers? After WrestleMania, I sat here for 2 weeks. Like, what am I going to do with all this footage? What am I going to do? What do I do like and don't like about wrestling? And then magically at the same time, Dave Meltzer started with his bullshit and Adam 22 started with his bullshit. So half of the name is, you know, Dave Meltzer writes in Dirt Sheets and Adam 22 has No Jumper. And that's how the name No Dirt Sheets was born. I hate both of them motherfuckers, to tell you the truth. I can't stand them. I hate dirt sheets. I don't fuck with dirt sheets like that. I talk shit to dirt sheets when I sit in there and I tell them that they stories be full of shit half the time because they don't know what they talking about. I like to enjoy wrestling. I don't need people spoiling wrestling for me. I like to watch along with wrestling and just enjoy the show. I'm a fan of it. I grew up like that. I grew up off wrestling magazines, the WWE magazines. That's why, like, when I make my covers and stuff like that, or I make art, I make it in a way of magazines because I grew up on wrestling magazines. Pro Wrestling Illustrated and WWE magazines were the two magazines that I read as a kid. And I still try to honor that. Like, and I just saw Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I don't know. I see that they're still around. I would love to go work for a wrestling magazine and do their art and do their cover art, because I know my cover art is fire, I believe. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it differently. Like, I see a lot of people still in some of the stuff I do. Like, I'm starting to see more people starting to take the whole sketch art thing for the wrestling thing that I do with my thumbnails, and I see them starting to do it. I know that everybody watches everybody and everybody gets ideas from everybody, but you know, that is my goal, is to make sure that there is a pipeline for people to have information. If you go to the website and look at the resource section, there's things for people to get their taxes done, to get there's notaries there, there's a whole bunch of Black creators. The guy that makes my, you know what I mean, he makes the gear, you know what I mean, this sweater that I'm wearing right now, my guy Eno. Anybody that does art, you can catch the artists that do work for me, that draw and do the stuff that I hire them for there. If you guys need artists to draw stuff for you, that's what I'm trying to do. My producer that makes the music that I play for my intro and outro, and more music, some of the stuff you hear, his name is Disco Boogie. I use Disco Boogie, like, you know what I mean? He's a platinum recording artist. He's made songs for Chris Brown and everybody. I big up him all of the time. He's one of my favorite producers. I knew about him before I met him, and now he's one of my good friends, if not one of my best friends. I consider him one of my really close friends. You know what I mean? Like, I will always push for him to move forward in anything that he's doing musically. Definitely right now he's on fire. He just finished up doing something with DJ Battlecat, which is one of his favorite producers. And he's back doing some more stuff. He got songs all over E40. I know y'all heard that song Episode with Chris Brown and E40. He produced that. So like I say, I big up him at all times, but now he has a platinum plaque. If people need something done, if you need music, if any of you guys need music for any of the stuff you working on, feel free to hit up at Disco Boogie. You'll find him online and let him know that I sent you over there. He'll be more than happy. And he's very good on you know what I mean, working with new and up and coming people or people that need music. I'm still for a new pack of music for the website. Hopefully I get it soon. You know what I mean? It'll come at some point, but he's very busy right now, so I respect his time. But that resource center is very much important to me, that I keep growing it. If you guys have like people that are people of color that have businesses that you think can help, in every city, my goal is to have somebody representing No Dirt Sheets in every city across the US and everywhere, and to be press. And since I've already had got my press badge from WrestleMania, it's different for me. I started at the top doing press for wrestling, and now I have to work my way back. So this is why when you guys hear me say, like, when I talk that Cody shit and I like Cody, it's because I'm kind of on the same thing. I'm trying to get back to WrestleMania this year. Like, I'm trying to finish my story, so to speak. It's not really finishing my story. It's continuing my story of being able to, I want to get back to WrestleMania. That is my goal. However I can do it. I want to experience that again in the same capacity that I did last year, which is press. I want to be able to have the freedom to roam around. It was incredible for me to be able to have a press badge where I can go anywhere in that arena. And they were like, you have full access. If you go to like No Dirt Sheets, or what is it? If you go to the at Shea Butter Gamers, that's another one of my Instagram. I have like 7 to 10 Instagrams just for the different things that I do for the gaming with my people that I do game with, the Shea Butter Gamers. We're a team of Black gamers that we all game together. We all play certain games together. And you know, that's the stuff that I was working on right before WrestleMania. I thought that I was going to get into gaming and do the WWE gaming thing, but I ended up at WrestleMania by surprise, thanks to my guy Tommy Bunn. And man, he gave me the key to the city, which it brings me here. And all of you guys are very here, and you guys are You know what I mean? Tati did share her community with me. I can't thank her enough for like pulling me like, hey bro, come do this with me. I can't thank her enough for doing this because this is very therapeutic. It helps with my anxiety. It helps with a lot of different stuff. Just with the way that I'm able to think and my business acumen, it's pushed my business acumen further. It's pushing me to reach out to different people and to really push this thing. And like I say, like my goals for this is I got a 5-year plan to take this to the top, and my 10-year plan is that it's going to be where it needs to be, and somebody else will be able to take it where it's going to go next. And you know what I mean, they'll be able to pour that bag in the next 5 years. I'm not looking to sell the company. I'm looking to build something for us that'll stay with us forever and be able to support a lot of these black stars that come up, and definitely and even Mexican, Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying? And it's just people of color to be able to have that chance where they don't get to make it on the main roster. This is why I push Ashe Wrestling, because you know what? They're giving us what we want. We want to see those wins. We want to see our people represented. Black History Month on the 24th. Please, if you have the money, pay for that pay-per-view for Ashe Wrestling. It's $15 to buy it, but we definitely gotta support. We have to support our people in this you know what I mean, wrestling thing. We want to see more of it. You see how upset we get when we keep seeing the losses. I understand, like she said earlier, Mr. Hickenbottom, like, yo, it'll be good to see us win. You know what I'm saying? And it's addressed. So I definitely, like I say, I appreciate all you guys when you guys show up. And I definitely appreciate Tati for sharing her community, which is you guys, with me to be able to do this stuff. Like it's an absolute honor for her to do that. Like she didn't have to, and that's why she invites people up to the stage and to do this with her. And I'm with her 100% on what she's trying to build with her channel and to push it to the next level. Like all of my experience in Hollywood, like in the connections that I have, I want to bring that over to wrestling and see where it goes. You know what I mean? I've loved wrestling since I was a kid. It's just one of those things. All right, so now I'm gonna get back. Now that I've talked you guys to death, let me get back to the comments. Let's see. I'm interested in doing Ring of Honor watch along. All right, definitely. If you are Daisu, I will. If Tati's here, definitely Tati. If you're watching, I don't know if you are. Daisu says he's interested in doing the watch along with this for Ring of Honor. Or she. Definitely you are. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to see it. So that way, you know what I mean, to have somebody else come and do it. This is a community, so we all can do that together. Definitely. And make sure you have your YouTube page and everything going, so that way you can go live. You have all the tools, you know what we're doing. I wish I had that ambition at times. I would be willing and interested in the right articles. Listen, if you are interested in doing it, listen, just write an article, hit me, send me the article, send it to Tati. You know what I mean? Like she's definitely she be getting on me about my grammar and shit when I write. She has helped me, she's helping me get better and making sure my grammar is better. But whatever you want to write about, like in wrestling, in regards to wrestling, I like to have it everybody to write any way they want to write as certain aspects. I don't like doing reviews. I don't like reviewing shows. I don't have a star rating system or none of that stuff at the website. If you guys go over there, I just write from the heart. I write from my experiences and what I remember from wrestling and how I do it. And so I implore everybody that wants to write and do anything like that, like let's do it like that, like to enjoy it. People want to be able to enjoy it and have memories. That's why we can bring up, when we sit here and talk about Bad News Brown, and bring up these old stories like y'all did. Like that's stuff I didn't even know. Like about Bad News Brown, Bret Hart getting ready to call him, and that's something that could be an article. Like me personally, I love to make the art. I love to make the covers. So if you guys have stuff that you want to write about or whatever the case may be, I'll make the cover for it. You know what I mean? You guys give me the ideas. I go in there and do this. I'm great at layering and making it. And yeah, we can keep rocking with it. Go to thumbs up. Let's see. I don't think I was aware of wrestling magazines when I were a youth. When I were a youth. Yeah, wrestling magazines used to be a real big thing. WWF magazine was the shit when I was a kid. But I'm 43, so as a kid, like even the story behind that of how I used to watch them, the magazines, there was a guy named his at the magazine stand, his name was Red, and Red was a when my dad used to talk to him in the mornings when he used to walk me to the bus stop before I started walking myself to the bus stop in like 4th grade or whatever. I used to have to go sit at the bus. I used to get bussed out to this magnet school, right? Like Smart guy. So Red used to be at the newsstand, and I used to have to walk through this alley before I go to the bus stop, and then it was right by the gas station, and I used to pass up Red. So Red used to always have, he used to have a magazine stand. He used to sit on the corner. It was a little green magazine stand. I could still see him, and I could see him. And so he knew that he found out I was a wrestling fan. I used to be like, oh, and I used to see the wrestling magazines, the WWF wrestling magazines there, excuse me, and the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines. So he used to like, here, take it to school with you, just bring it back afterwards. And I used to like, for real. So he used to let me take the magazine with me, or if I had enough money, I would buy it. And that's how I got into the magazines. I used to read it from front to back and then bring it back and real nicely and give it back to him afterwards after I finished it. And then if I had enough money, I would buy it. And Ultimate Warrior on the cover. I remember the cover when he won the title from Hogan. That's why I always tell the story of how the kids was making fun of me on the bus because I didn't think that Hogan was going to lose the title to him at the time. But he did. Deep down, I knew he probably would lose, but I was hoping he wouldn't, but he did. But yeah, Red used to like let me read those magazines. And then one day going over there, Red was no longer there. And then I had asked my dad, like, yo, what happened to Red? And then, Red passed away. He was killed at that newsstand. So that stuck with me as a kid. And as a grown up still, I still think about it, like I have those memories. But I got older, and after the rap thing, 2020 came, the pandemic, and getting back into rap was kind of hard afterwards. I have like most, like you guys have heard some of it. I played it on here. Some of the album, I would say at least I would say the album is like 70% complete. It still needs a few more songs for me to finish. I planned on doing 13 songs for the album. I know that they say that's an unlucky number, but 13 is the number that I decided to do. I don't see it as a unlucky number. I just see it as a perfect number of songs that need to be on an album. Maybe 14. We'll see where it lands, but 13 seemed right. And I just haven't finished it. I started the album. I weighed 360 pounds when I wrote most of that stuff. And then what happened was when I came back to finish the project, I lost a lot of weight. So it's like, I'm not the same person anymore. Like my attitude changed, and the way I feel about myself changed. I was saying, half of the album I'm calling I got a song called Fat Boy Fresh because I still got dressed fresh and stuff like that. Now, like my attitude changed, and there's a different perspective when I go outside. It's a new story that's going to be told for the rest of that album. So it's like, how do I balance it? But the project is such a great body of work. I don't want to leave it unfinished. So I'll get there one day. All right, let's see. Ballet dancer, let's see. Dazu says, no worries. I'd be glad to, and I mean it sincerely. Please look to see if it's playing. Oh yeah, absolutely. There y'all go about the movie. RB says, you're too dope. Stay independent. Stay away from Pro Wrestling Illustrated and the other pro wrestling magazines. They'll hire you for your greatness, ideas, and fire and take your ideas and act like they did something. Listen, I be watching people already stealing stuff anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can watch people. Go back and watch 0 and 365. I ain't even gonna front. Go watch 0 and 365's if y'all see his news channel every morning. And go back a few weeks to his art, and then watch when I started doing my art a certain way, and then watch his art slowly start changing into the sketches. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You know what I'm saying? And now a lot of people are starting to do it. And I be seeing all of these views. I see some views on my channel. Sometimes my video is up, sometimes they down. I know I'm a new YouTuber, but I be seeing it. They taking it. Oh, you are doing big things. Thank you so much. I'm trying to. I just want to bring it over to wrestling. I want to, I've been a fan of this before anything. And one of the things, even with my kid's mom, she's like, yo, this is your lane. This is where you're supposed to be at. This like the back of your hand. So, and then she was like, yo, this is your year. So for us always arguing, and for her to give me those words and tell me this is my year to get at it, like I believed it and I'm pushing it 100%. So I'm trying to go for it. And anybody that's I know what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to give back. I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper. I want to be able to give everybody opportunity. So just between you and me, what's behind you not liking Adam 22? I don't like Adam 22 because of what he did to the culture. Now, what he does to the culture, what he's done to LA streets as well. he brung all of the gang podcasts on, like, and there's nothing against none of them. I love those guys. You know what I mean, like Back on Fig and Ace Boys and all of those guys that come on, but the damage that's happening already, and there's already fallout in LA because of these gang podcasts. He put all of them on there, and he's dividing people from you know, I know that everybody is their own person, but when it comes to LA, like the street shit, and you're playing with gang shit, and now you got Whack 100 on here, that shit does a lot of damage to gang shit, and it has gang activity up in LA. So it's like, I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? And like Adam 22, he caused a lot of division inside, and it's in my city, and I have to deal with it. Like, I grew up in this shit. Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to like gang stuff in LA, like, and how would I say? This is hard for me. Like, I'm not even gonna say that. Like, let's just say, like, even with wrestlers that that fake street shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that shit, because especially ones that do the gang shit and you're like faking it and you're not really from that culture. Like, I live that shit. I walked through, I had to, like, nobody understands what it feels like. You know, I'm pretty sure we all from the hood, but when you dealing with LA gang shit, like, it's every gang, there's different gangs on every fucking block. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a certain time of me being like growing up, especially walking through high school, where every fucking other 2 streets it's a different gang, and I have to walk through that shit to try to like get to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm dealing with gang shit on the bus. You wear the wrong color, you can wear the wrong fucking hat. Like, think about it. I used to wear a Yankee hat. You can't wear Yankee hats in LA because that represents you know what I mean, where that represents the 60s. You can't wear a Florida Marlins hat because that's another gang. You can't wear this hat. You can't wear that hat. The color orange is this, but they play with it. And so I don't play with it when it comes to gang shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when people cosplay gang shit, if you don't come from that and you're not really that of that life, I don't fuck with it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not me. And you know what I mean? Like, I got homies that have lost their lives to this gang shit. And Adam 22 thinks this shit is a joke. He don't come from that shit. He thinks it's funny. He's making money off of it. And it's not a game. It's not nothing to be made money off of. Now the gang gets gang shit on fucking YouTube, and I have to sit here and watch it. And I try not to watch it, but I have to stay informed of what's going on. But then what happens when all of these dudes start beefing at some point? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fun that gang culture is now on YouTube, and Adam 22 was like one of the catalysts for it. It didn't have to be on YouTube. So that's why I don't like it. You know what I mean? All right, it's impressive. Thank you, Daisu. Let's see. Speaking or talking to the top freeways from State Property, got a song with Fitty called "Take It to the Top." Yeah, you know what I mean. I love Freeway. That was when he was signed to G Unit for that one album, right? Could we do an NWA TNA watch along at some point? Absolutely. I would love to. I just have to. I want to do the TNA thing. I was actually about to add a TNA section to the website, because the website moves slow right now. It's only because I don't have enough writers. But I want to do more stuff with TNA and watching NWA. But that really depends on what Anthem does with TNA right now, like, and what the wrestlers are about to do, because I see them. If you watch them, they're all putting up time clocks. They want Scott D'Amore back, and I want him back too. I wrote what you say. You wrote to Tati on Facebook, but I don't think she uses it muchly. It's very off and on, so I can't say when she's on or not. But I'm sure she's here in spirit, or she's probably listening. So I definitely will let her know that you are reaching out and you want to do ROH. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that if she's not here already and she wants to do it. We should get Far Side TV back on there. You know what? DJ does want to come back. He's just been very busy. I talked to DJ yesterday because of some other stuff that I'm getting ready to do. I need to talk to I talked to him, but I will let him know that you guys do miss him since he's not here. And he said, for a 43-year-old, you look 25. Thank you. Hey, man, look, black don't crack, but at the same time, taking care of yourself. I'm drinking a lot of water right now. I'm trying to make sure my skin regimen is right, and my daughters make sure that you know what I mean, to make sure I take care of myself. And at the same time, Yeah, I lost a lot of weight, so that also helps. But look, I can't hide these grades; they not going nowhere. You know what I mean? But I say, my new slogan for this year, like I tell everybody, is the glow up is the grow up. You know what I mean? Like as we get older, you know what I mean? That's the real glow up. And to say that we're still around and being older people and being able to impart and give the youth some knowledge. Let's see. Ballet says, I wish I have had some of those WWF magazines from back in the day. You know what? You probably can find them on eBay if you look. Some of those WWF magazines, especially like the what is that? I know that they sell them. You know what I mean? I want to find some myself. Like those were, man, great magazines. And I mean the ones from like the 80s and 90s. Those early ones, the early 90s and late 80s ones were the ones that were really hitting when they were, you know what I mean? They had the old logo, the block logo. And Ballet says, if I ever met Bret Hart, I'm definitely going to ask that story of Brad News Brown is true. I'm pretty sure he'll tell you now. I will see you all tomorrow for Dynamite. All right, Ballet, have a good one if you haven't already left, but definitely. All right, RB says, see you, Ballet. All right, can we do a NWA TN line? Yes, we can. If I may ask, did you want to join a gang as a kid? Yeah, I got turned out by watching pause by watching I went to the movie theater and we went to the drive-in and we saw Menace to Society. I'll just leave it at that. Mr. All Days Off says, I was always wondering why Tati reads the comments on delay on her show, but you read yours pretty instantly. Well, it's because I kind of read mine instantly, but it does it a disservice too, because then we miss the promos if they're cutting promos. So she tries to, she likes to read them with after the promo, so you don't miss anything, so that way she doesn't have to rewatch it, because she does reviews. I don't do reviews, but Tati does reviews, so it's definitely one of those things. I'm trying myself now, like, to try to slow down during promo time, but then try to catch up as fast as I can during that time. It's kind of hard to try to read it, but then especially, we get caught up telling stories sometimes, or we get caught up talking about something, but definitely it's a hard balance and it'll get there. So, we're both finding it in there. And at the same time, it's, we go along, and then afterwards we like to make sure that we read every one of you guys' comments, so that way you guys know that you're heard. I know sometimes, like even me, I'll skip a comment sometimes. I don't mean to, and I don't think Tati does. I hardly think she ever does. That's why she never misses a comment. And sometimes I'll skip a comment, but it's not on purpose at all. Like sometimes I just actually will skip over it, but I'm getting better at it. But I want to make sure all of you guys are heard, and you guys like she does, and make sure each one of the comments are read. All right, Charleston White, along with Adam 22, is guilty. Absolutely. Did you ever hear about the Chinese Crips taunting Charleston White on social media? No, I didn't. But you know what? Oh, you talking? It's probably China Mac and them. I'm gonna tell you this: when it comes to gangs, those Chinese gangs ain't to be fucked with. I got stories about hanging out with some Chinese gang members that I'll tell at a later date. But they are some of the most organized people in the city. You don't ever hear about what they're doing or know what they're doing, but they are here. And sitting at a table with them, there's a certain respect you got to have. If they invite you in and they introduce you to their people. This is when I was a young rapper too. I was probably about 24, 23 at this time, 22 when I was around them. And the guy, one of my guys, Jeff, that I knew, I didn't know that that's what they were. I just thought I just knew him. But then he brings me to a table, and I'm sitting at a table, and it looks like I'm sitting amongst the, you know what I mean? I kind of figured, I'm like, oh shit, this is like some gang shit. But you couldn't tell because of the way they dress. But they were all bosses. All of these dudes own businesses, and you know what I'm saying? They ran a lot of different businesses, but they were like real deal, like, you know what I'm saying? They were the real deal, like underground, you know what I'm saying? They got a name for them. If you ever, I don't want to say their name on here, but definitely at one point I'll tell you guys the story. I got stories of hanging out with them in a club, drinking in Vegas. Matter of fact, the AVN weekend, I was with them, and they all came out to AVN weekend, and we had a blast. That's where we all kind of first met. When I met him and his boys, and we drank all night. There's a Chinese drinking game you play. It's almost like dominoes. You play by fives. I wish I knew the name of it. And we got drunk all night. Matter of fact, I still have the picture somewhere. I just saw the picture the other day, and I came out, and we were drinking at I believe it was the MGM. It was either MGM Grand or the Luxor. I think it was the MGM Grand. We drunk all night. We started after the AVNs, maybe at 7 p.m., and we didn't stop drinking until 7 a.m. the next morning, 8 o'clock. When I went outside, I felt like a vampire. My eyes were burning. But that was one of the greatest nights of my life, man. We had so much fun. And the only reason I got sick and I couldn't hold it in was because of the simple fact that they brung me a I guess it was a Fireball. They brung me out. It was cinnamon, and I don't like cinnamon in my drinks. When I used to drink, I don't drink anymore, but that's what it was. Oh yeah, I forgot she has to study for the reviews and uploads. Yes, she does. She wants to make sure she's very detail oriented when it comes to her work. I respect her work a lot. Tati works very hard on the content that she makes. You know what I mean? Just getting to know her and how she works, like it made me step up my game in this game. That's why she has so many subscribers at the time, like right now, is because she works that hard at her craft, and it's very respectable. And I'm trying to play catch up. I'm new to this. Her consistency. She's here every week, regardless of how she feels for you guys. She never takes a day off, and that's very respectable. And that's how you build your channel if you wanted to go somewhere. Now, me, what I want to do is pour some gasoline on it because I come from entertainment, and I want to make sure that I'm able to, pour some gasoline on whatever she's doing and whatever I'm doing. And there's cheat codes to be used. I don't want to cheat my way to the top. I plan on, making sure I do this the right way. But I want, I'm for everybody that I work with. I like this. I never want people to stand beside me or people to be my employees. That's not how I was raised to be. I like people to stand next to me, or I stand beside people. That's how I see it. So definitely anything that she's doing, I'm definitely going to make sure I support her 100%, just like the way you guys show up here for me, like you guys show up there for her. And I appreciate you guys being here. That's why I say I always will thank her for sharing her audience. And I thank you guys for showing up all the time. Thoughts on James Mitchell Coke incident? Oh man, he almost he killed the deal for that show would have been the WB deal if he wouldn't have done that. Like that's the deal they would have gotten on TV had he not done that. They would have been on the CW first. But you know what I mean? It was a blessing in disguise for WWE to be able to take NXT there, and now more people will be able to get their eyes on to this is why they held Carmelo from going to the main roster for another year, and Trick Williams and Lash Legend and Jakara. You'll see these people are going to be on there until once you start seeing them on the CW, they're going to be there for a year. So that way you're used to them, because they know that, look, man, people from the hood, everybody can't pay for everything. They can't pay for all these apps to where all of these things are going. So what do? You put it on regular TV, people will be able to be exposed to it. Did I ever hang with with Yakuza? No, but I would say that the guys that I hung with were close to were just as close. If you want to say that, like I would say it was like that, like, you know what I mean? Like the shit that they showed me and the shit that I was around. Yeah, it was like that. I think Dustin Runnels TNA run in 07 could have been good had they not put the black rain on him. How would you book Dustin Runnels in 07 in TNA? I would have booked him close to it. I didn't like it when he was, I believe it was WCW where they called him 7, right? Or it might have been whichever it was. I would have booked him similar to Goldust. I would have came with another character, probably the way that he's booked now, if I could have talked him into it. But also, Dustin is one of my favorite wrestlers. I don't know if you guys seen my cover that I put up of Dustin, or that I have. It's in my opening and my closing. What I'll do is I'll post it tonight in the on the post page, and so that way you guys can see it, or in the shorts. That's one of my favorite covers to put together. I am an absolute fan of Dustin Rhodes, Dusty, and Cody. Like the whole family. I watched all of them throughout the years. Dustin was always one of my favorites. I'm a fan of Next Generation Superstars. And absolutely shames it's a James and Billy, man. They lost that deal, and now look at it. Like NWA is still fighting for TV rights and stuff like that, but they'll find their way. They really don't need it. If anybody was smart, they would use YouTube the way that they needed to, just the same way that WOW did. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You can post your stuff on your website and have people go over there and watch it, post it up. But paying for that Vimeo account every month, and when you start having more and more and more and more stuff that you got to store that stuff, it just gets expensive. But we have let's see, I'll read this last comment. I don't know, let's see, I don't know if asked you this yet. Would you handle CM Punk at the press conference? How would you handle CM Punk at a press conference? You know what? I would ask Phil some regular shit. I like CM Punk. At that press conference that he had, I would have let him go. Shit, and I definitely wouldn't have suspended him. Fuck the rest of them dudes. Look, y'all, they either gonna be pussy or they not. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is that they didn't want to see him. They went backstage and had words with him, and you know what I mean? He handled his business, and I'm with him. Punch him in the face. I wouldn't have let him go. You never let go of the money. You never let go of the draw. WWE, even when he was doing his thing, when he was pissing Vince off, and even Triple H liked him at the time. Even when he was talking all that shit, if you go back, you see how many times he used to tag up with Triple H and all of them. Like, he loves them dudes deep down. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was when I saw him, when he broke down crying after he didn't get to make his Mania and he almost got his Mania match. That was Phil coming out and you know what I mean? You got to see him, but he'll be back, and I definitely would have let him go and do his thing. But we damn near been here 3 hours, and I definitely got to get back to editing this other content for you guys for tonight. And I am going to get back to work because I'm working hard on something to bring you guys something special. Again, feel free to hit us for the content that's coming, or if you guys want to write, or if you guys want to do something, definitely Daisu, definitely hit us again. I will let Tati know that you are interested in the Ring of Honor watch along, and definitely will make sure that you guys are you know what I mean, you guys are heard. Definitely, if you want to do this or you want to do something with us, please hit us. She's looking for people. She is definitely looking for some more ladies to come up and do some things with. That's a dream of hers. So if you guys know any ladies that are doing any wrestling work or any streaming or that are fans, please let us know, so that way we can try to make that happen for her. So definitely, let's see what you say. Triple H should have put Punk over that night at Night of Champions. I agree, he should have put him over, but I mean, I don't think that was Triple H. That's probably Vince. Sometimes Vince just get in his ways, and you see what Vince did to Triple H. So you know what I mean? I that's one of the things that why I don't think, you know, when people are getting on Triple H about, you know, him in wrestling, he doesn't fuck with Vince like that. Like, you know what I mean? That's his father-in-law and everything like that. But he destroyed, when you saw NXT go from being the greatest thing with Adam Cole and everybody to being shit to NXT 2.0 and everybody left. That was all Vince. What started that was, if you go back to before I go back to what is it? Go back to the Hall of Fame when DX got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and they said Vince said not to say his name, and they said it about 1,000 times. Go watch that, and then look at the timeline of what happened to NXT after that, and then watch what is it, Triple H, of the timeline of when he had his issue with his heart. And that'll explain everything. All right, RB, I'll see you later. Thank you, Mr. All Days Off, for saying it was a what's the name? Okay, Daisu, I see you talking to Tati now. That's awesome. Remember to check out #Truth. I will check it out now. I'm actually gonna pull it up right now before I forget. All right, I got it pulled up. That is going to be, I got it pulled up, and I see you got his title belt up. I know that's the channel. Got it up. Thank you, RB, for giving me that info. I'm definitely taking it up. one of your future strong songs, Straight Kennedy McPimpin'. I promise you that'll be a hit. You know what, man? Look, I'm down to do that. I kind of want to do a song. I'm thinking about reaching out to AJ Francis to do some work with. Like I want to like rap on a song with him. I be watching before I go, I saw one rapper that I got a feature from. He was around everywhere. He hitting Hot 97 and everything. He did a song with me. And then his producer didn't, he sent only 4 bars of the song back for me to mix down. And I told him his artist song is gonna sound like shit if he didn't send me the verse. But hey, he didn't answer. But guess what, man? People are barely watching this content now, and I feel bad, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and if you guys are interested in hearing an album that I do have my hands on producing with my business partner, it from our record label is called Natural Legends Entertainment. You can go check out if y'all know who what's her name? India Love is her sister Morgan Westbrooks. If you know the Westbrook sisters, we produced Morgan Westbrook's album. You can go check that out. That's still up on there. It's called Evolve. It's on YouTube. It's on everything, but it's also on all your streaming platforms. You can check that out as well. Yeah. So it's been a great talking to you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. And man, thank y'all for stopping through.